Hello, everybody. How are you?
Hello.
I'm Ian. Your pronunciation preference is up to you, I suppose, because I don't have to hear it. And these gentlemen around us are as labeled, aka the players of this campaign. Welcome to another episode of Let's Go Saltmarsh. Slowly catching up with. We're not catching up right this moment, but we'll be catching up next week. One more, one closer. Huzzah! I don't kind of huzzah. Almost like people just going for a year. This has just occurred to me. Sorry, I'm just talking as I go through and I try to get this fucking D&D Beyond overlay changed over. If anybody's noticed, I don't know.
I'm just stalling verbally
I
right
am
now.
verbally stalling. This is what I do professionally. Is I just talk while doing things on the computer. Anywho, so just gonna run through some quick announcements before getting into a recap and such. We are still doing our charity drive for Extra Life, which is a charity that benefits children's hospitals across continental North America, meaning the United States and Canada. Specifically, we are benefiting Children's Hospital of Atlanta. They're building a new hospital, so help more kids because new hospital. It's a good cause. Check out the link down below on both Twitch and or YouTube, or you can just like swap if you feel like clicking on the link from the other website for some reason. But yeah, alongside that, you can win some cool stuff if you do so, because we are going to be giving away a digital copy of Tasha's College and Everything at $1,500, a SteelSeries Gaming mouse at $2,500, and lastly, but not least, a SteelSeries Gaming keyboard at $3,500. So, take a look, see down there, open your hearts and wallets. It's a good cause, and you can win some cool stuff. So, unless anybody else has any other announcements. I guess I'll just go and say this since I believe it'll have passed by the time we see everybody again. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever your preferred methodology of celebration. Hope everybody has a wonderful time, and yeah, I was about to say Happy New Year too, but you'll see us here again before that, so you'll have to wait, I suppose. But yeah, so last week, Hongo's Saltmarsh, our brave heroes found themselves in a bit of a situation, you might say, surrounded their encampment, their bubble that then no longer was a bubble because Bart dropped the spell as a free action. They're surrounded by a mixture of Sahuagin and Koalinth. All hell broke loose. Fish were stabbed. Other fish people, but a little more chitinous and green, were also stabbed. There was punching. There was slashing. Julian AC tanked the hardest I have ever seen somebody AC tank in a game that I've actually participated in. Holy shit. But our party also came dangerously close to death. Uh, every member of the party going down at certain junctures. Glue, Bart, and Julian all ending the fight unconscious. But a small squad of rangers that have been patrolling this area and have been for some time wandered close enough to hear the commotion and intervened, just providing just enough pressure to cause the remaining enemy forces to try to flee before being cut down by various and sundry attacks, stabilizing the three of our compatriots, the three of the party that were unconscious and bleeding to death. They were then ran very swiftly back to the Ranger skirmish line, farther into the marshes, where they were able to rest up. Everybody came back to consciousness, and they spent a contemplative evening, and also mostly sleeping. Not a lot of contemplation, but there was some thinking about how close that had been and how not okay everybody was with that. But the next morning, Firebrand having been notified of them running into a bit of some trouble, but being told that as long as they were alive and things were still looking okay to proceed as planned. Our party woke up a whole level more powerful, as they are now level 7, uh, and have proceeded with planning for how they would like to proceed. So, gentlemen, that's where we're at. Y'all slept a little later into the morning as it was a bit of a late night for all of you, but still a little bit before noon. What would you like to do?
As I wake up, after the events of yesterday, I'd like to think about home and think about my wife and just kind of picture, just walking around the house thinking about her. Um, and as I'm doing that, swear that I can even smell her. And to help me get into the mood, I'm gonna light my vampire mommy candle.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Or what?
I
Get
just...
the fuck out of here.
I can't... maybe Yakub is still level 6.
So, like, I have questions, but I don't know if I want answers.
Yakub may still be level 6.
That candle just gave all of us a level of exhaustion.
God, that just... that was like a mental flashbang. I wasn't ready for that.
Let's add this stunned condition with IRL.
God. Okay.
If it helps anything,
I'm
it
sure
smells
what he
wonderful.
means is that his wife was a candle maker, right? he had this candle in his backpack the whole time. Oh man.
Bart, I don't like the way Jakob's been looking at us lately.
Julian is too groggy to react while his player places all the dice with the high number up for conditioning.
What?
It works.
I forgot to set my dice up. You got to set them up
Did you
high
say
number up. So
you're
that
conditioning them?
Yep, they get used to being high
That's
number up.
That's their natural
don't-
resting state.
I
We've
don't,
had this
I don't like. I
conversation
know,
before.
but I don't like conditioning being involved in the term. Like, I don't like that terminology being used. That just says bad vibes, man.
Clearly you never read Brave New World.
No,
Okay.
I did, and I fucking hate that book.
Oh man.
God, don't like it.
Anyway, Glue's gonna go try to take one of these guys and find a ranger who may have more information on this fort.
Sure.
Right.
You do not have to go very far. They are still relatively close by, kind of posted up a little about like 100 feet away from where people are camping. Camping is a strong word. It's mostly just finding a less wet spot to lay in the mud while they nap, power nap, getting it done. But so you're able to easily enough go up to somebody who's kind of keeping an eye out.
I also forgot that Julian did no preparations for sleeping, so he was just laying in the mud. Was like, all right, time to get up.
It's good for your skin.
I will once again, after reminiscing about my wife, I will rub mud all over my plate. Help try to make it less shiny.
I will wake up and start digging a hole.
Okay.
Like, just kind of like look at the others. Gotta find a place for Glue. He didn't get a chance to soak last night, so he needs to rest up a little bit before he.
You only have to soak for an hour, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Totally soaked.
Yeah, which I
Did
did.
you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was not his watch. When y'all got
all right.
jumped.
Never
He
mind.
got woke
I'm
up.
Yeah, I was woken up, so I was soaking.
Yeah, you soaked. So you
Nice.
soaked for like at least an entire watch, so you're good.
Then I don't do that.
Gloob, you
Sorry.
approach one of the rangers and just kind of notices you. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys had any chance to scout out the fort itself? Maybe the far side of it from here? Or at least from where the assault will be?
What do you mean? The far side of it from here is in the water.
Well,
Actually, all of it's in the water, but
the other far
know.
side of it. Not the side we're on currently.
oh, I mean, we've taken a look over there. Yeah.
Okay. Anything
Anything different? No.
No change in terrain, anything we can hide on going and moving up closer. Any paths that you've taken in the woods so we can get over to that side during the skirmish?
Once you get a certain distance, the best you're getting are what I believe, like those cattails and stuff that are standing up there. There's no really hard cover as it gets in closer to the water. The ground's not solid enough to support it. Or if it used to, it's now fallen over. So
Cattails thick enough to
could
maybe
probably
hunker
help.
down?
Probably so, but not quite as good as a whole tree, but better than nothing. But that's kind of along the whole coast. I don't think there's anywhere that's particularly thick.
All right.
From what
Well,
we've
yeah, I
seen,
guess-
no entrances on that side either. If there are any more entrances, they're on the ocean side. So we got one of you. I don't know which one, but you said there's one under the water and then the one that we can see near the causeway. And those are the only ones we've been able to find so far.
And what is your plans when things start going off?
Our current orders are to harass them from the sides, harry them, divert some of their forces if we can, keep them off the front.
As far as the
Oh, God.
intel you have gathered,
Yeah.
have you seen any more of those guys like we just saw last night?
Which ones?
The ones with
I
the
wasn't
hocus-pocus.
there.
Spell slingers. Are they in abundance, or was that the majority of their spell forces, do you think?
I couldn't say. Were there y'all fought casters last night?
Several.
I couldn't say then. We've seen, from what we've observed, they're the Koalinth. They're a little more flashy. They're a little more of the, what's the word? There was evocation, I believe is more their calling. Evocative magics. The Sahuagin, not very subtle at all, no. They kind of blow shit up. It's really rough. They account for the majority of our casualties so far since we've arrived. A little harder to hit and run when they can blow you up from far away. But we haven't been able to pick any of them off, actually. We're doing quite a good job of protecting which ones there are, so we're not quite sure of the exact number. Sahuagin, we haven't seen anybody of that nature, but they seem to be more of some that appear to cast rituals of some kind. Nothing that goes bang.
Doesn't have to go bang to be dangerous.
True, but harder to pinpoint.
That's fair.
All right, so we
Joins
enter the
Bubba.
cattails.
Yeah, it sounds like our best option. Okay.
Do we know what time they're planning on starting the theatrics in the water?
From what I understand, know about exact timing, but they were to begin moving to begin on your go-ahead once you were in position, so they didn't start too early. Y'all are supposed to have some way to let them know real easy.
When he said, "Are you gonna let him know?" he was looking over at Bart.
Yeah, I can let him know. Man, I'm supposed to.
Are you gonna need? I mean, after last night, I think we're gonna need everything that we got. Would it be easier if we sent one of these guys as a messenger versus you trying to send something magically?
I mean, it would help me out for my resources tremendously. But is that going to line up logistically? How quick can you get back to Firebrand?
It's gonna take a little bit.
What's the ballpark?
All the way to.
Or to get a message to him.
I mean, we don't have anybody who can magically send messages like you can, apparently.
All right.
Will cause a bit of a delay, probably of about hour, maybe.
An hour?
That sounds like too much margin for error.
You'll know when they begin, but you won't know exactly when they'll start moving, I suppose.
We can start moving. It's not going to take us an hour, most likely, of the four of us to sneak around.
There are ways farther into the marsh to avoid notice. So they just gotta get in.
So what do you guys think about that? We send a messenger, you get to save your resources.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
And we can start sneaking through the cattails right now.
If we're gonna do that, we need to do it now.
Agreed.
All right.
Can you spare someone? I didn't mean to assume.
We can find somebody. It'll be fine. I actually think might be a little quicker if we can get one of the druids to do it. I think he can fly. Or turn it into something that can fly, maybe. I don't got not a bunch of them came, but a handful. We'll see what we can do.
We will stick a hand out
Just kind
to
of
this person.
look down at you and just grasp your froggy hand with his humanoid
Left
one.
hand.
Yeah,
His left
he's armored. He's wearing like leathers, so like
Blue
leather
also-
leather gauntlets and stuff. So
I'm not actively trying to be an asshole. Whenever I am, you'll see Gloof take off his gloves first.
So you reach out to shake someone's hand and they look down at you. Is that a fucking threat? Yeah. With that, Julian will manifest his bow and take a few steps in the direction of travel. Just kind of wait for the rest.
dude kind of lets out a whistle to one of the guys on that's currently like sitting off the side and kind of waves him over to take his place while he goes to look for a messenger, presumably.
Would it
before
be useful if maybe we gave him one of them earrings so we have a direct line of communication to someone leading the troops?
I think it took about an hour to start working for me, but also,
Do they don't require attunement?
well, they did.
I don't think so, because y'all just handed one off to Ella. I believe. I could be wrong. I thought
It requires attunement.
It
I'm
does?
looking at it
Okay.
right now on D&D.
Uh-oh.
Okay, never mind.
And we
Mhm.
also have to be within 1 mile of them, which I'm sure we will be at the very end, but I think for a lot of it, they may be on the very edge of that.
Yeah. Well, it was just a long.
It might also be more important for us in the silence
Oh, yeah.
spells.
Also, I'm
Yeah,
never that NPC is dying. I'm not talking like that again. That shit's painful.
I was about to.
Yeah, that's not pleasant. Just not. He's dead. Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna say to him.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
I'm glad I got to shake his hand first again.
Goodbye.
He'll get like his throat cut. He'll be mute for the rest of his life. He'll survive. He'll just can't talk anymore.
I'll say to him.
Horribly damaged.
I hope to see you after all this, and hope you're safe.
Fuck you.
I was intending to say it before you say all that.
He just kind of looks over his shoulder. Likewise. Good luck.
Should have just had him nod without saying anything.
I'm not a fucking asshole.
And with that, I think we'll
All the preparing has been done that can be preparing. It is go time.
All right. So, y'all are just gonna begin creeping back towards the coast.
towards the coast, and if we can, to the other side of where we think they're like the Saltmarsh forces are coming from. The map always fucks me up with this place because of the way
Well,
they, the
that's
way
what
they
I'm doing
oriented it. I
right
think
now.
it's the Saltmarsh is to the east.
I
right?
have the right side up map, so let me double check. So, where's south? Yeah, east. So, yeah, Saltmarsh will be to the east. You guys are trying to head to the west side of the lair.
Yeah, more western side of the layer. That way we're kind of on the opposite side of all the attention.
Right.
As we are sneaking over, I'd like to walk beside Bart just for a moment, and just say, if something does happen, one or more of us, I don't know. Everybody has their thing. I still want to be buried here
All right. Done.
with my book.
Absolutely. You got it.
And if you can, I haven't been able to find one lately, but if you can, you have a better eye than I do. Mushrooms grow in a circle sometimes, and I like those places.
All right.
Pat him on the shoulder. Thank you.
I'll pat him right back. Don't worry, son. No one's dying today. Well, at least none of us. I shouldn't
Plenty of
say
people
that.
gonna die.
Yeah, there's
before
gonna
we're
be a
done.
lot of people. A lot of people gonna.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not going out like a bitch, but
God damn.
Let's shoot for not going out at all. Now let's go.
You know that do grunts
Julian's
have?
like actively trying to urge.
I mean, I'm walking. I'm
yeah,
walking.
we're walking while talking.
Are y'all moving stealthily by any chance?
Yeah, trying to.
Okay, round of
Sure.
Stealth
We'll
checks
have
for
casual
everybody.
conversations.
I feel like these are the first 12 steps out of the
Yeah,
cave.
yeah. That's why I'm just okay. Clarifying.
Like
yeah.
we just
Continue.
started walking.
Yeah.
I would like to keep the stealth check of 17 with disadvantage though.
If I want to go ahead and roll them, I can go ahead and have them written down.
Because it's not gonna get better than that. That's for damn sure.
That's a natural 20 from Glue for a 31.
Good God.
I rolled a
Yeah.
natural
Hell yeah.
20 and a 6.
Oh!
So that's gonna be 8. Let me see what the wording of my new battle master maneuvers was.
You'd
So
have
that's-
you can add a superiority die to it, so you could roll a die and add it, but it would cost a superiority die.
So that's 3 natural 20s so far, because I rolled a natural 20 and a 15.
Then yours was a 17 total. Julian, what's
17
yours?
total,
Keep this energy going, guys.
yeah.
Yeah. I got a 24, which I was proud of before Gloob opened his mouth.
You compare it to the rest of the party so far, it's pretty solid. Alright, so Julian with a 24.
Is this to get into position?
This is y'all's stealth checks while y'all are moving, inland.
Yeah, we are approaching
Y'all
Doth
are,
King.
or I say inland, actually moving towards the coast. Y'all are inland right now. I don't know why I keep wanting to switch those two.
I'll use a d6
Okay,
to use ambush.
sure.
That will bring it up to 13.
Nice. Into the double digits. So from an 8 to a 13, that's pretty solid. So
Do Grung have too many pets, like dogs or whatever?
Not really. Not like that.
I mean, I know you got your bird.
Right. Yeah, because I've wanted one. They don't keep things for comfort. If they do have something like that, it'll be for utility.
I mean, dogs are pretty useful. You can get a nice riding dog and get you around pretty quick.
I think a lot of Grung are scared of dogs. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that tracks. That's fair. You just keep walking.
As you keep walking, you've seen the video of the guy just doing the peace sign and going invisible. That's what Glue does.
yeah, Glue he was like, all right, okay, yeah, we're getting stealthy, guys. Glue just ninja vanish.
You look away and look back, and he's just
Yeah,
not there anymore.
he does the
Where'd it go?
Batman double take. Well, I used to have it. All right.
Oh damn. You just fucking. Does that make Spark Commissioner Gordon? Is that what I'm getting out of this exchange? Okay. Why not? All right. So with a couple of very solid stealth checks and 2 that are not terrible, considering disadvantage, not bad, fellas, not bad. Though if y'all had cut your armor down, There's been 2 natural 20s. But as you guys begin to stealth your way, kind of moving at a bit of a diagonal, kind of going out and around where y'all had been the last night. Yak, if you remember that, it was like a dead sprint for like 10-15 minutes last night that got you guys to back behind that skirmish line. Moving as slowly as you guys are to remain unobserved, it's definitely taking a smidge longer. If I could get a round of perception checks for everybody.
Yeah. It is not Julian that has the good perception score.
I got 22.
Wisdom. Wow, very nice.
15 from Glue.
Oh, to be so observant.
24.
Wow, nice.
11.
Wow. Well, okay. So, Bart and Jakob, you got especially you two, as y'all are kind of creeping along. You do see the not only what all of I'll start with what all of you see. I guess that make much more sense. What everybody sees is you guys just as y'all are creeping ever closer, you do see occasional movement through the cattails, smaller groups of Sahuagin moving not very far from the beach itself, not very far from the water itself. At best, coming in like as deep as y'all's camp had been the night before. Some coming in and out of the water as y'all are slowly curving out and around closer and closer to the coastline, sticking to the thicker bushes of cattails and other small underbrush. Jakob and Bart, that's actually really convenient. The two of you that rolled really well are on the same side of the overlay. That's funny. Aside from those that are moving, you guys do note the ones that are hiding in kind of sentinel positions in that far edge of where the patrols are going out to. You see some of them are those Koalinth, of the sneakier variety, the ones that are wrapped in the darker pieces of like oilcloth and stuff meant to, and with like algae and things smeared on their brighter colored chitin to keep them less obtrusive, and doing a fairly good job of it so far. And some of the others are even some regular Sahuagin and some regular Koalinth, and also some of those bigger kind of deep green, sea green blue Sahuagin with those kind of angler fish antennas sticking off them.
Don't like that.
But and there's not a ton of them, but you do see these sentries out hiding similarly to how you guys are. But you do seem to go unnoticed. You guys kind of path out and around and kind of move in between where you think probably a couple of them would be.
Glue is going to, as we're doing that, and we see these people hidden right off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in some, I don't know the path the Rangers are going to take, but if they're of the force like I am of some sort, I'm going to, like, if you'll allow me to use Thieves' Cant in this way, like break some cattails towards their direction or something like that, or in the mud or something like that, placing it towards those hidden creatures, and maybe give them a heads up
Sure.
for those hidden locations.
Roll a stealth check for me as you do so, a secondary one.
Okay.
See how well you can. This is you're doing it in such a way, A, that it won't be immediately noticed, and B, is harder to just observe that you are leaving symbols. So this is just straight roll.
Dirty 20. 9
Dirty
plus
20.
11.
Very nice. You feel pretty good that these symbols that you're leaving, these signs, shouldn't be immediately noticeable to those that are being pointed at, those that are trying to be pointed out.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. So, taking probably somewhere close in to the hour that you guys were told that it would take to notify Firebrand. You guys kind of creep. Actually, he did send a druid, so that should be a little faster. Y'all are still moving. Y'all aren't quite to the farthest edge of the cattails, but you guys can see the looming like enormous stone fortress naturally occurring. No, not like it's built, but this just giant piece of stone that had, who knows how it may have jutted up. May it used to be a piece of a mountain. Who knows? But it was located and has been carved out and excavated and used for a base, and more recently sunk down in the ocean a smidge. More than a smidge, actually, quite a bit. But that's not the point here. But as y'all are still moving up, we use passives. That's it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be only Bart. Bart, in the distance, you do hear a horn being blown on just kind of the edge of your hearing.
Yeah, I'm assuming in this that Julian's probably taking points since he seems to do all of our survival-y things.
Sure.
I know.
I figured it was either me or Glubia.
Yeah, one or the other. Definitely give him a tap and make a horn type kind of gesture and point in the direction that it's coming from.
Yeah, it's coming from the northwest, so inland, as you can hear. So
just give a knowing look at everyone, nod his head, keep moving towards this fort.
Okay.
Get as close as we can in the cattails for as long as we're down and in the cattails and pretty well hidden, so not quite on the beach itself.
Right.
Unless they kind of go into the ocean. I don't know how the coast is looking.
No, it clears up as it gets closer. You see some areas where maybe there used to be, but it similar to how back with medieval castles, they would clear out brush and trees outside of a fortress. They appear to have done some similar work around here, trying to make it as hard as possible for people to approach unobserved.
Assholes.
Absolute bastards. Absolute bastards. But probably taking you guys about another 10, maybe 15 minutes to get up to the farthest edge. Hey, another round of perception checks for me.
Raj.
Ooh, even better. Let's go.
That's an
Yeah, that is much better.
Did I hear a natural 20 for a total of what, Jakob?
24.
24, okay.
27.
27. All right.
Natural 1 for Gloob.
All right, Gloob, you're not seeing very much right now, my man. Julian?
We have an 18 this time.
That's pretty solid. Side of the natural 1. Very nice. Be like that, though. Get him out of the way now. Get him out of the way now.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to start rolling all my ones
God.
once we get into combat.
Oh, yeah, that's probably not so good. All right. So, those of you with a north of 20. Okay, I don't know why I keep starting with the highest. Everybody first. I don't know why I keep wanting to do that. What's wrong with me? All of you, aside from Gloob. Gloob, you're lost in thought, just kind of staring at the fortress itself at this moment. The other three of you, you guys are starting to see kind of out back from where you guys came, movement through the cattails and stuff, moving farther to the north, as well as kind of off a little distant from you, because at like the angle you guys are at, kind of diagonal going into the water, and out that way you're seeing movement in the water itself, and some Sahuagin in larger groups, much larger groups, coming out of the water. The two of you that were north of 20, especially our natural 20 and fucking 27, Jesus Christ. Y'all are able to make out weirdly clearly for you, Jakob. Your non-magically enhanced eyeballs. You see off in the distance, like just barely you can see it past where the stone of the fortress kind of cuts off your line of sight farther into the ocean. You see it. You can see this a small group of sailing ships starting to approach, still small on that distant horizon as they slowly start to sail closer.
Mental message to Gloob.
Seems like it's about go time.
There's no one around. We need to wait until we see him.
I will point to, or I will point to everybody past the stronghold and just kind of go like this.
Because the cattails are so high. That's what it is.
We'll grab Gloob by his
Hop.
waist and lift him up like a board jump.
Don't do that. Purple frog above the cattails does not do well. Leave me down here.
What's that?
You're just gonna see 2 arrows right in the glue head.
I can put that
Fireball.
on you. You'll be fine.
Like it's the Three Stooges, get them in the eyes, and you're like.
Well, I mean, I guess since we got some downtime, I'll start doing some silent prayering while everyone's ramped up and waiting for things to inevitably go smooth and without any hitches whatsoever.
All right, so y'all are just gonna sit tight for now. Bart, you're doing a little bit of praying. Is there anything anybody else would like to do while you guys wait for who knows how much longer?
I would like to be looking out for anyone that decides to any hostiles that would like to stray off the path a little bit too far.
That's fair.
Maybe out of ear or eye shot, and if they do, make my way to them and make them no more.
Okay.
So if there's anybody like patrolling on the outside, or like, I don't know, if there's any like weak old Sahuagin that's just walking by.
The elderly is making like old man monster noises, like.
Correct.
Okay.
Maybe they put him on this side, like a Walmart greeter or something like that.
That's fucked up.
Listen, it's war. All right.
That's true. So first of all, could I get a fresh round of stealth checks from everybody as y'all are kind of hanging tight?
Okay.
15?
I
Okay.
also got a 15.
Oh,
Nice.
all right. Disadvantage, boys. You're looking okay.
I actually got a nat 20.
Hey.
Y'all need to
I'm
chill
not gonna
out.
be pulling a Gloob and being in the 30s or anything, but yeah.
What's that put you at for total there, Julian?
The total is 28, I believe.
20?
Yeah.
That's very respectable. And Gloob?
30-20.
Dirty 20. Very nice. Okay. Okay, and so, I mean, you go ahead and roll a perception check for me, Gloob. Julian and Yak, if there's anything in particular y'all would like to be doing while you wait.
Seeing what Bart is doing, I'm gonna wrap my fist around my daughter's necklace and the holy symbols that I have around my neck, and just not really noticing it. I'm not praying, and I'm gonna look for any enemies nearby, and I'm going to attempt to know my enemy.
Okay. Roll a perception check for me.
19 for mine.
19 for you? Okay.
18.
18. Y'all both notice some. Gloob, I will say, to note, you do not notice any alone.
Okay.
The few you see appear to be moving around in, like, not enormous groups. You see about 5 or 6, it looks like, and they're sticking relatively close to the water. It looks like they're kind of coming out and on this rough patrol, looking for kind of basically what you guys are doing, but they're looking mostly on the farther side of the fort.
If any of them like comes to the bushes to take a pee or something like that, that's just what I'm looking for.
I got
I'm not gonna extend any further past that.
You're gonna get them with the hitman level stuff. You're gonna take their clothes, like dress up as a Sahuagin. They'll never
Correct.
know. All right, Jakob with an 18. So you're gonna try to know your enemy of the first one you see. Okay, is that what I'm getting here? Okay.
Anyone's that stick around for a minute or longer.
Is there a range on this ability? Out of curiosity. I don't think there is, but I have no clue.
It doesn't say there is, but I would assume as far as I can see.
As long as it's within visual range, yeah.
Yeah, within decent detail, I would say is a fair.
Okay, and since you know this will probably be a little emotion, what are you trying to garner out of this? What are you trying to determine?
Starting with let's go with
A little more complex than I thought it was going to be.
armor class. I'm debating between hit points and armor class.
Sorry,
And
you
it's
just
based
know
off.
their fucking HP. God damn, that's
No,
crazy.
no, no. It is based off of my HP.
So it just
if
says
they are
greater or
higher,
higher or lower.
added.
Okay, okay. All right, hold on. I gotta pull up some stat blocks. Just a second. Where the fuck are you?
I was about to say, if you can know their HP, that's pretty good.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I was about to say that's crazy.
Yeah,
God
that's pretty
damn.
awesome.
God damn. Oh,
I mean,
sweet.
hey, if they have equal health to me, then who knows?
I hope they fucking don't. Hope they have a lot less health than you.
All
I
right.
think the Sahuagin we fought did.
Sahuagin.
Julian, for his part, is
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Rolling. I'm determining what you're looking at. Sorry. Oh, son of a fucking bitch. God damn it. That
Need to get you
D10's
less
gone.
bouncy dice.
I need a bigger dice tray. That's what it boils down to. My dice tray too big. Okay. So that is a 1. Okay. So Jakob, one of the first ones that wanders in close enough to view that you can get a look at for a minute or longer. You said you're going with AC.
Yes.
Appears to be one of the standard fellas that you guys have run into before. Not the skirmishers, the ones that were a little more heavily armored that y'all fought more recently. And their AC is lower than yours.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you a couple more rolls to see what we get here. 3, which I said was gonna be. The next one you see are some a couple that you kind of spend the time to look at are a couple more of those guys. It was some of the first Sahuagin you ran into, the ones that had the big kind of the war hammers and the shields and the slightly heavier armor that did a little bit of damage to old Julian back in the day, if I recall correctly. And are you still looking for AC for these guys?
Yes.
Also less than yours.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 2 more rolls, okay?
Okay.
9. And that was that fucking dude. Okay. The next that you're able to lay your eyes on for a significant period of time are one of the anglerfish looking ones. Are you still looking for AC?
Yes.
Also lower than yours. We got one more roll. Okay. And the last one you're able to get solid line of sight on for a long enough period of time is another one of the coral smashers, another one of the hammer wielding guys. What would you like to get for him since you've already gotten AC?
Current hit points. They're higher or lower?
I was almost looking at the wrong stat block. Their current hit points are lower than yours.
Okay.
Nice.
I have no clue where that fucking D10 went. That thing is gone forever. It's too dark. It's too dark.
After seeing all of that, I won't say anything because
Okay.
I'm not talking.
You're not what? You're just not talking.
I'm not talking. I mean,
Oh, you're not trying to risk it. That's fair. Okay. All right. So you note some of that down, and you saw much more than that during your time, but those are the ones that you were really able to keep eyes on for a long enough period to get something out of it.
all right.
All right. Anybody else? Anything you would like to do, or shall we do a bit of fastly forwarding this?
No, nothing as mechanically involved as all that, but while sitting and waiting, Julian is probably playing with that coin and looking in the water for anything sharky.
Oh, roll a perception check for me.
Specifically, large two-headed jerky.
That's fair. Roll a perception check for me.
Be a 17.
17. The water is relatively murky. It's not exactly Hawaii or Okinawa or something like that. And you don't got those nice like crystalline, clear waters.
It wasn't exactly a heavy attempt. It was more like that's just kind of where his eyes are wandering.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. It looks like there's stuff moving around in the water. Probably.
Yeah. I would assume so.
We got those Savannah beaches going on. Gotcha.
Anywho.
Lovely.
Oh yeah. That's actually probably pretty accurate. Y'all, it's right on a marsh, so it's like got all that like mud and silt in it. So it's just that kind of dirty green brown. Nice. Beautiful water down in Savannah,
Nice.
guys. Y'all should just. It's the best.
Today I learned we're doing battle off the coast of St. Catherine's Island. Let's go.
That actually probably
Do
been
you
a
like
good
it?
idea for like modeling stuff off of it. Oh well, hindsight. Anywho, so you all sit tight doing your various and sundry things. Gloob, unfortunately, none of them wander off to have a pee while you're watching. You think a couple of times you think they are, but it looks like they just thought they saw something before rejoining their group. But every now and then, Bart, you do hear the horn getting closer. Eventually, God, the rest of you have such shit passive perception. What the hell, guys?
Sorry.
Jakob and Gloob next, and lastly Julian. You're hearing the horns as they get closer and closer. And eventually the rest of you start to be able to see the ships as it gets closer. And even close enough, you can hear yelling. What sounds maybe like song, perhaps marching songs that you have grown familiar with
Oh, okay.
over 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It gets inch closer and closer. And the whole time y'all are seeing Sahuagin kind of coming up onto the beaches. You hear occasional like small scuffles farther out into the marsh. Nothing heavy, but imagine the Rangers probably doing what they told you they were going to do. Some yells, some human, some not. You're not quite sure, but far enough in that you guys can't see anything past all the underbrush. And then as you're starting to be able to, if you listen real hard, probably just Bart, you're actually able to start to make out some of the song. It stops. And there's one, like a couple of different horns that you hear. You hear one over where you assume Eleander's army is. And then you hear another one that has a weird kind of rattling tone to it coming out from in the water, sounding almost like if you were listening through a horn, like through a tin can, coming from the water. And then one final singular cry from where you've heard Eleander and their troops moving, and then just an absolute roar. And you can hear the stampede of hundreds and hundreds of people running and charging. And then it's just absolute chaos from that direction. You can hear just nothing specific, but just a rumble of sound of just hundreds and hundreds of humanoids going into battle.
Are you ready to rumble?
All right, boys, let's get this underway.
Okay.
I'll start casting silence on the. Or are we? How close are we to this?
Are y'all
we might have to
where?
move up further.
Y'all are kind of where y'all came out. I guess part of it depends on how far around were you guys trying to get, or were you just trying to get just on that west side? Probably should ask this question earlier. My bad.
Just on the west side, just on the
yeah.
like just on the west side. So Y'all are
it's
probably
3/4 surrounded by ocean anyway, and still
all of it is surrounded by ocean technically,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
there's
but a
there's a
small
little bit of a
area.
causeway
Yeah.
that kind of bridges some of that gap. Y'all are probably kind of diagonal. The causeway kind of comes in a little bit closer to you guys off to your left. Is probably a good 50 feet off that way. Diagonal out to the entrance is probably like 60, 75 feet from where you guys stand. Or a little farther than that because y'all are in from the water, so closer to 100 feet from the entrance that you guys know that is above water. You guys
Alright.
can see it right off there, kind of catty corner to where you guys are now, with the causeway a little bit above it where it has broken off above it.
Okay. I'm gonna hand both of the harpoon arrows over to Julian. I think I'm in there. I'm gonna start looking for maybe an anchor point where maybe we don't have to go through the water.
Julian nods and quivers the arrows.
All right.
I will examine a spot to cast silence upon.
Okay, and so where are you guys trying to put these arrows?
Somewhere where we can get to the fortress and maybe get to an entrance. If you said or an opening of some kind.
Y'all had examined and seen that there were some areas where the acid had kind of seemed to start to eat through.
Mm-hmm.
Probably nowhere big enough to use as an entrance for you guys.
Okay.
He didn't get that long to really do damage, so it was more of a
Okay.
he got a few passes off on it, but
So it's more like trying to get to the underwater entrance, right?
you guys have the entrances that you know, or the one underwater that you saw, Julian, that's on this side, as well as the one that was originally connected to the causeway, which is still above water.
Don't see any I don't know what you call them, like arrow holes or anything that we can go through, or windows.
Arrow slits would be like this big.
Right.
But roll a from this far out. Go ahead, roll a perception check for me.
16. 12 plus 4.
From this far out, you're not quite sure. There's the stone here. Nothing about this is smooth. It's jagged. It's rough. Like the entirety of the outside looks like it was mostly left untouched until the dragon absolutely kind of tore into quite a bit of it.
Maybe I'm trying to envision it here.
Mhm.
Maybe we aim for, and this is a question for the you guys. Maybe we aim for above the main entrance, like right above the causeway, and then like try to get above that, see if we hear anything first, and then jump down.
Well, so you guys do the main entrance is closed. There's a door there.
Right.
So it's not just wide open. So y'all might not necessarily be immediately noticed in front of that door.
I mean, if we get closer, we should get more detail.
So maybe we just aim somewhere towards the top and look around for an entrance from the top.
Okay. So, also out of curiosity, y'all are firing these harpoon arrows, and it's gonna feel pretty good that it should, with as good as a shot as you know Julian is, that it should stick. Where are you securing it?
That's what I'm looking for right now.
Oh, well, I meant securing it on your end.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's-
looking
Oh,
for.
okay, that's what you're
Yeah.
looking for right now.
That's why I handed it off to Julian, because I'm gonna look for like a big rock or something on the beach to secure it, and see what we can do.
All right. Roll another perception check for me, Gloob, since you're looking around for this real fast.
I'm gonna ask Jakob to help me.
Okay.
Because if there is something heavy that's out of reach from where we are, I'm gonna need his help moving it. That's a 11 plus 4 for 15.
All right, 15, and that's at advantage.
No, I didn't roll with advantage.
You were just gonna have him also roll?
Yeah.
Okay, Jakob, if you also want to roll for me.
17.
17. Okay. It takes you guys a few minutes of looking around, but you find a decent size, like it's not this isn't a rock, but you find as was told you that any decent sized trees probably had gotten like fallen over due to erosion. And you're able to find like a log that still seems to be pretty solid. It's not waterlogged. It kind of is one of those ones that kind of had hooped up, so most of it wasn't sitting into the wet mud, so it's remained nice and dry. Jakob,
Awesome.
you're able to. Jakob, roll a stealth check for me as you try to move this over a little closer.
I was actually gonna say, like, if he was, I'm not gonna. If he's already rolled it, never mind.
That is an 18 and a 20. So that's gonna be a dirty 20.
Nice. Jakob, you don't see, because this was a weird.
He is
It
the
was
one
like
with the mud.
you don't drag it. You don't let it drag through the mud. But it's like it's another one is where this was used in some of your strengths as well, because you lifted it up and you could probably pretty easily lift this over your head, but that'd be really visible. So you've got it at like this really awkward, like just below your center mass height, and oh god, you can feel it. It burns so bad. But you just kind of like do that, like, you know, you're doing your little half steps when you're carrying something really heavy, and you just kind of, and you get it over. Virtually almost no trace behind as you walk it over to where Julian is going to be trying to fire from. Also, do y'all have over 100 feet of rope to attach to that harpoon?
I thought we had a shit ton of rope.
Y'all should have. I just don't know how much. I just want to make sure it's being marked off for the harpoons.
I have 50.
We don't have to launch it from 100 feet away. I just had 120-foot range, so I was going ahead and starting up the spell for
Gotcha.
casting silence on that area.
And it lasts for 10. The silence lasts for 10 minutes right after it's cast.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
We might want to launch it from 100 feet away, because I can't promise that I'm going to get that good of a stealth roll again.
You also remember where y'all are standing currently is the last like cover between here and the stronghold.
I have 50 as well, so we're good.
You'll have plenty. So probably by the time you guys get that log over there, Bart, you're nearing the end of your spell. Silence pops on kind of, you said where you guys are firing it kind of above that main entrance. Not really any way for you guys to tell if it works aside from Bart is like it's there. There's no real visual on that. Julian, are you gonna fire a harpoon?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack for me.
Can you
How far away is it, you said?
It is about 100 feet away, so it should be within your first range increment of your longbow.
That's what I was making. Right, that will be... Just increase my bonus. A 19.
19, very nice. It is a rock. So...
Hey, I rolled a 9 on the dice.
Yeah. Yay for plus 10 to hit. So it does
Yay
not...
for plus 10 to hit.
It does not take too terribly long as you're able to... I say too terribly long. It's not too terribly hard. As you kind of, from your crouched position, trying to stay among the cattails, just bring that to full draw. Wait a couple beats. Bring in your breath. And release as you release that arrow. And it goes sailing across, trailing that rope that you had to adjust for that extra weight. And as it hits, you guys feel like even from this far away you should hear it. But just nothing. Dead silence as it pins into the top side of the Sahuagin fortress.
Not hearing it probably makes Julian a little nervous. Like,
I don't know if it's stuck.
Yeah, give it a pull.
Please don't make that gesture, Jones.
Oh,
Appreciate
Jesus
it.
Christ, man. I'm pulling a rope here. Jeez.
Looks really secure to me.
So y'all give it a little bit of
Did
a
we
tug.
get both ropes up there? Like...
y'all give the rope a little tug. Seems pretty solid. As advertised, it is indeed a harpoon arrow.
I can't make this gesture, but you can say you give the rope a little tug.
I said you give the rope a little tug. I'm the DM. I can do what I want. God damn it. So,
Right.
Who wants to go first?
who wants to give the survival check for securing the rope on the log?
I'll give advantage to Julian for doing such a task.
It is very nice that you gave me advantage. That will be 23 instead of a 9.
You feel very good about that rope and how it is
That was
tied
about
on
to be
there.
real bad.
So
Splash. All right.
maybe once we get on top, you two stay in the silence. Me and Julian can move stealthy along the top. Try to find an entrance that's not the front door.
All right.
And then come back to you guys and lead you along.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's get going.
Okay. So who's crawling along it first?
Julian looks at Gloob.
You're smaller.
I can do it first. Let's go.
Okay.
Shoot. You ready? All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh.
Glue goes first.
Okay, Gloob, you going first?
With a
Gloob?
satisfied nod, Julian takes a step back.
Gloob, I would like you to roll an athletics check for me.
Oh, son of a fuck! That's not what I was prepared to roll.
Oh no.
Because this is you're not just climbing a rope up, so you're not able to like brace your feet on the side of something. You are completely horizontal.
What if I, like, tightrope walk it? Is that acrobatics?
That would be acrobatics. It'd also be it'd be a lot easier to notice. I'll go ahead and throw that out there. It's up to you.
Purple frog hanging upside down versus purple frog walking on a rope. I don't know.
I was figuring that you were gonna be like your legs wrapped around the rope, so not quite just standing straight up in the air. But
Right.
that's
Sahuagin
so
siege.
there's a risk. There's a little bit of risk.
Julian will keep an eye out to shoot sentries that may be like, "Rawr, look."
Yeah, I will also stand vigil as he completes this shimmy.
Roll a couple perception checks for me.
This-
Are you shimmying or are you tightrope walking?
I-
One's a little safer, but maybe a little more noticeable. The other is a little less noticeable, but probably a bit more dangerous.
It's much more dangerous. It's the difference between +1 and +11.
That is a very big difference. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trials
So
and
what you mean to
tribulations.
say is that you'd like to ninja run up the rope?
Yes. If
Okay.
I could.
Sure. All right. You can't really stealth your way up running along a tightrope, so it's maybe up to the gods.
If I can't stealth, then I'm not gonna risk the hold. I would rather fall into the water than.
I mean, you have Bart and Julian keeping watch. I'm not saying it's a guarantee you're gonna be spotted. Just a purple frog running along a rope through the air is a bit more noticeable than slowly inching across. Fast movement draws the eye and whatnot.
I'm just imagining like one of those movies of like medieval sieges and stuff where the bad guys are sitting there talking and you see the protagonist like run across in the background.
Yes.
But you also know that there is currently a absolute shitstorm of a battle raging on
Right.
a bit away from you. So, up to you.
I have to do that.
All right, roll the acrobatics. So, I just wanted to let you know my thought process.
Should have went for athletics. It's a 17 for a 28 total.
Okay, you guys watch as Glib kind of goes up. And what were your guys' 2 perception checks?
Not rolled.
Oh, I rolled a 28 with a natural 20.
A 17
Also
with a not natural 20.
Okay,
These rolls are
Y'all-
gonna go so bad once they get in combat.
y'all did not notice anybody noticing Gloob. Gloob was able to kind of along the rope. Fuck, he's got his arms out behind him. He's Naruto running along the rope.
Aerodynamic purpose.
Gloob, you make it in, and it's the weirdest thing because as much no noise as your boots make along surfaces, the rope was still, it creaked a little bit underneath your weight, which is relatively light. So but just a little bit of a creak as this rope is completely taut. and then as soon as you have no way to mark where it is, but just all of a sudden nothing. What the ambient sounds of the battle, the little bit sounds of the ocean, completely gone as you step into the sphere of silence. It is eerie. You can't even hear like your own heartbeat. You can't even hear yourself like swallow. Like, it is completely silent. But you get in there.
Magic. I'm alright with it.
You just kind of are you staying up on top, or are you dropping down to the front porch?
No. I'm gonna stay on top for right now where the arrow is,
Okay.
and I am going to, like, if it's down in a crevice, I want to find the arrow itself, and I want to position myself near that just to make sure that it is staying there.
Okay. So yeah, you get everything, you find it, and it is kind of in a crevice, but it's also like this was a heavy duty. This kind of like a like a broadhead arrow. You know, the armor piercing arrows that the English use, that are basically a fucking pyramid, that were just so they would punch right through armor. Basically, yeah, it's a bodkin arrow. There we go. I couldn't think of the word, but it's basically one of those, and it slammed into it, and it looks like it had some like little retractor things that kind of go out to kind of latch on as it comes back. And it seems pretty solid, but you're there just in case.
Just gonna crouch down, keep low, stay stealth, and wait for the party to get over.
Sure. Who's going next?
Julian will go next.
All right, Julian.
The fun part being
Either
athletics and acrobatics are both garbage.
pick
so
one.
We'll go athletics.
Pick your poison. All right, go ahead and roll.
Oh, he looking real nervous. Ooh, that'll be a 6 on the dice for a total of 6.
With a roll that bad, Julian, you don't make it very far. You get yourself out.
It's like 6 feet up. Oh,
Yeah, you make it like just over the shallows and just kind of.
Can I roll to try and make it as quiet of a splash as possible? Since I have a swim speed. Gonna like, once he realizes he's going down, we're gonna like.
Yeah, like this isn't enough to dive in. This is like a foot, maybe foot and a half of water where you just kind of
scroosh. After I made it.
No, you made it just to the shallows. You couldn't even hold on that long. Would you like to try again, or would like somebody else like to try? Time is ticking on the silent spell.
Sure, I'll go next. I got an amazing modifier to that.
Right. Whichever one. You're not gonna go for the acrobatics instead?
No, I don't think that with my +2 dexterity, I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference.
Okay, sure.
But I also rolled a 6.
Bart, you make it about the same distance as you climb up this rope. You're trying to make it, and you still have your pack on, and just kind of the weight it drags you. You just gotta.
I'll try and catch Bart.
You both fall into the water. Back in. You're picking yourself up, and you go, "Oh, he's falling."
As I. Just laying there in the water, be like, good start.
Yeah, there's gotta be something on that damn rope about 10 feet up. Something.
Would one of you like to try again, or Yak? Would you like to try?
I'm going to be the last.
Okay, you're gonna go last. All right.
Seeing as I am the heaviest.
All right. Would one of the two of you like to try again?
We'll try again.
I almost forgot to roll.
Will give him a little blessing.
Oh, that'll be a 15 on the dice for a total of 15.
Okay, 15. With the 15. As you slowly make your way, huffing and puffing, into the silence bubble, where your huffing and puffing is no longer audible. You're probably about halfway through the silence at this juncture.
All right.
You're gonna get a concerned eye from Glue.
Yeah, you just watched them go, fall, fall, and then Julian get back up. crawl back along. Who's going?
All right,
Are you going again, Bart?
Yep, let's go. You can bless yourself, right?
Are you going with the spell bless?
I keep saying bless. I just mean guidance. Excuse me.
Oh yes, you can guide yourself. Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's a 15 plus 4.
Okay.
So 19's a lot better this time.
That is a lot better. You actually, second time's a charm. Julian must have got whatever it was on that little section rope. He must have gotten it off when he went up, because you shimmy along pretty good, just kind of.
For his part, Julian is gonna be on the lookout again for anyone. I notice you, noticing me, and so I shot you.
They're not really very good with disadvantage to notice you guys, so you're looking all right for so far.
I really need that to be like a music video meme clip.
God damn it.
Someone make that a TikTok right now.
We definitely need to make sure that Jakob gets up here safely. We all know how bad his athletics is.
Is Jakob currently wearing a ring of swimming?
I am.
Okay. All right. I was about to say, if you know, that might be bad.
Yeah.
Just falls in the water, drowns.
I think that was permanently given to me by Gloob.
Ah,
Yeah. You just keep this.
You keep that. All right. Roll an athletics check for me, Jakob. Or an acrobatics, as you said, desire.
Roll the 7.
That's an 18 for you, isn't it?
But it's 18, yeah.
Just imagine, like, you can roll an acrobatics if you want to.
So-
He just starts backflipping in full plate all the way up the rope.
Rolls a natural 20. Doing that thing that they that gymnasts do on the bouncy floor, where they bounce up and do like several somersaults.
I think I actually might have the second best athletics or acrobatics of the party.
That's
I have a
fucked up.
+5.
Are you
If you got
proficient
it,
in
sure.
acrobatics? Okay, weirdo. But
I was a soldier and also a gymnast.
you gotta limber up. That was the trick. You guys see Jakob kind of stretching out his hammies and stuff over there before he goes. But going pretty quick. He gets to kind of the midsection, and that rope starts to kind of dip a little alarmingly, because he is significantly heavier than anybody else who's gone across so far. You probably, because your full plate weighs like 70 pounds by itself. It's heavy. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but
It is 65.
Oh wow, that was really close. Go me. But you do after that, it makes it a little bit harder. But Jakob just those fucking head chopping muscles putting to good work today, as you are able to clamber your way up. It is now getting a little crowded on the above of the of there, but I mean it's also relatively easy to hold on to. Like I said, this is just rough, carved rock. Like there's a lot of just jutting out pieces where you can just kind of get a handhold and foothold all over the place. So y'all are all currently situated up there with, at this point, probably about another minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes of silence.
I'm gonna use the telepathic link to talk to Julian and say, do you think you can put an arrow in the rope in the log? I know it'd be a tough shot, but if we can sever it from that end and bring the rope back to us, that'd be better than just severing it from here.
I think so.
And I will try.
Okay. This is a bit harder than
Yeah.
shooting it into the rock. Go ahead and roll an attack for me.
I'll be 24.
24 will do it, though. You Legolas that bitch. Like,
Just kind of like taste the air a
Just-
little bit.
you count for the wind, kind of draw, do that little thing where you turn like a half foot away from where you're shooting. You just fire it as like a little bit of coastal breeze, just kind of, and just cutting right through the rope, sticking in the log. Is it?
That's what you were looking for.
Sitting in the water.
Exactly. An arrow in a log is a lot less suspicious than, big fucking rope hanging from the side of
100 feet
their
of ropes.
building. Yeah.
There probably is still part of the rope
On the
like
log itself.
tied onto it. Yeah, it's still
Right.
tied off there. He had to shoot like the taut
Right,
section
but like
to
it's not
snap it.
trailing through the water, hanging off the.
I mean, it is trailing through the water right now, but
I am actively
feet.
yeah,
it up.
it was previously above the water. Then it was trailing. So y'all reel it back in.
I will separate them, hand Jakob back his half of the
Jesus
rope.
Christ!
throw mine in the pack.
Y'all are rolling so good. I just rolled double natural ones on a perception check. I just want y'all to know
Jesus
that right now.
Christ.
So they are.
I'm mad.
They
all
are
get.
distracted. With good reason, to be fair. You guys have probably still throughout this, you've heard like the skirmishing that the Rangers are doing pick up a smidge as things started to go down. But y'all are now both up there. You've now reeled in the rope. You're probably now down to about not quite a minute left of silence. What are you doing?
Just do the stay here for Bart and Jakob, and all right, let's look for an entrance somewhere up here, preferably. Hopefully, we don't have to go in the front fucking door.
Hopefully.
With
Go ahead.
With about a minute left, while they're going off, I will start to recast silence in the area that me and Jakob are in, just in case.
Okay. So you are trying to recast. All right, and what are you guys looking for one more time for me?
Investigation check, I'm guessing, to try and find any way in besides the front doors.
Okay, you're just where are you looking at?
Wherever we can get to from our perch.
Okay, so y'all are just kind of crawling around on the outside of their fortress.
Like on the top. The one you said this is how far above the water?
The rest of this goes much farther up. Probably not as far as it used to, but there's a good section of stone. No, you're not.
Oh.
There's still a fairly significant amount of stone going up.
Okay.
Do we see openings on said stone?
Roll a perception check for me.
I was getting ready to say, can I roll investigation, except for they are the exact same thing. So that will be 21.
21. Gloob?
14 for Gloob.
Also, you keep saying we're rolling really well. I just have an obscene attack bonus. These attack rolls were not great.
Hey, man. A 14 is not a bad attack roll on
Can
the
we
dice.
all make perception checks?
If y'all are also looking, sure.
I'm probably just trying to recast the spell.
You're sitting there recasting. Yeah. Jakob, I will go ahead and say, if you are going to be searching, you would be leaving the area of silence to do so.
Nope.
Okay.
I will keep an eye out for the Armored Sahuagin and Anglerfish Sahuagin. It's the only two I'm looking for, and I only want two things. And it's their HP.
You're keeping an eye out for who? For which ones?
Armored Sahuagin or the Anglerfish Sahuagin.
Okay, so the ones like they're the Soldier Sahuagin and the Anglerfish ones. Okay. Yeah. Roll a perception check for me while you're hanging out trying to do that. 14, Gloob, you don't find anything, unfortunately. Julian, you find some crevices where it looks like the acid dug some furrows, but as you get kind of hopeful and start to peer into them, it looks like they landed in, unfortunately, some of the thicker sections of the rock closer to the top and don't seem to have actually pierced down into the structure below.
I think we're gonna have to go in the front door.
Yeah,
I don't see anything.
The only entrance we're seeing, just so we both know, we're keeping track here, is the front door.
Y'all, the two that y'all are currently aware of are that front door, which I will say, y'all haven't seen anybody exit. And then you guys also know, because of Julian scouting, that there is one somewhere down below that main entrance in the water.
We can't go in the water.
Well,
front door it is.
Front door it is.
Okay. So y'all climbing your way down to the porch area.
Yep.
I'm sneaky, but he's sneakier, so I guess I'll let him go first.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
$26.
26. Also, Jakob, what was your perception check, buddy?
It was a 6.
Unfortunately, you didn't see any of them. You feel pretty good that there's no way anybody could notice you guys up here. You could sit here all day. And if I keep rolling like that, you totally will. All right, so Gloob, Julian, are you also stealthing to get down on there with Gloob?
Oh, yeah, behind Gloob.
Sure.
I got a +8. No, +6. Never mind. All right, that'll be a 19.
A 19. Okay. Not bad.
Wait, no, that is a +8. I'm looking at survival. Fuck that. 21.
Okay. All right, that's a bit better. All right, as you guys both kind of lower yourselves down, maybe drop about a foot onto that porch. Now you guys get the first proper look at this door, which in all told, you guys stand on a rock ledge somewhere in the ballpark of about 30 foot across. Immediately in front of you, into the vertical rock surface, is a pair of large stone doors, each about 10 feet high and about 5 foot wide. So these giant double doors. On the surface, there's no immediate sign. That looks like there's maybe some indentations that are used for opening, but it doesn't look quite as standard as some normal doors. And those are close up, probably about on your eye level, Gloob. Fairly high up, as you know. Both the lizard folk and the Sahuagin are fairly tall. And that's about it. Just these large kind of carved stone doors are in front of you.
So can we figure out how to open it? Is that what you're getting at? Is that it was a...
It's not immediately apparent. So may perhaps need to be investigated or something along those lines.
Investigation.
Would one of you like to roll with advantage, or do you both want to roll separately?
I'll give Julian advantage. I have already rolled the dice, but if I can give,
I'm okay
Julian
with that. That's fine.
Okay.
So you like to roll it with advantage, Julian?
Good. Yeah. Unless a 6 gets it, in which case, because I rolled 3 on both.
Unfortunately, Julian, you look around and you see where these indentations have almost been carved out to use to haul the door open, but just kind of not wanting to create too much of a fuss, you're not quite able to locate the way to open the door, the mechanism, as it were.
I've never seen anything like this.
Art made it down yet? What are they doing?
Are you guys currently you've now recast silence and you're just hanging out up there? Y'all just sitting up there? I will say, actually, from up there, off in the distance, you guys can vaguely see where the battle has started to take place. No details yet, but you can just see the roiling mass of bodies that's out there, and probably you can't see it exactly, but there appears to be disturbances in the water, kind of almost in line with where the land battle is going on, but out in the water. And a little farther out, you can currently see the boats have gotten close enough, and you can see movement swarming up the sides.
We'll take a few steps back and gesture at Bart.
Once it's taken a little bit longer, I'm gonna drop down.
Okay.
What's the whole?
Are you guys stealthing?
I will say the area of the silence.
I'm trying to think.
Me and Jakob are.
What's the area on silence?
The area, I think it's a 20-foot radius.
20-foot radius? How far above the doors were you guys trying to go?
I didn't know how far above the door.
That's up to y'all.
I mean, if
you guys were just right above the doors, probably the doors themselves and a little bit in front of them are probably within the area of silence. If you're a little farther up, probably not the whole thing. These are pretty tall doors, but if you're right above the top, then they're within it.
Yeah, 20-foot radius.
So probably not the whole porch, but part of it is encased within the silence.
So if the silence seems to stretch down through the whole door, then I'll just pull out the mace and make this type of motion.
Are you hitting it, or are you suggesting for them to hit
I'm
it?
suggesting that they just bash the fuck out of these doors if they can.
If we are in the area of silence, I will remanifest my bow to some kind of hammer and get to work, I guess.
Okay. Anybody else?
After I drop down, I'm gonna say, "What's the holdup?"
If the whole area is still in silence, that's not good.
It depends on, yeah, you probably immediately drop down and you...
I will.
Because right next to
To
your
the
buddies is
obvious-
in the silence.
To the apparent question, I will like pat the door and gesture at the not doorknob or handle.
Like I said, it looks like handles, but you haven't figured out how they're supposed to get open. You kind of pulled on them a little bit. They didn't seem to give.
I am going to hit Julian with the most dad thing in the world. And try to figure it out myself.
Yeah, I'll
Roll.
come on down the ladder slowly.
Ladder?
I mean, rope, sorry. Slowly. Doing one of those things.
Okay, so you're rolling an investigation check, yeah?
I got a 9, which I
Jacob's
assume
going.
doesn't...
Jacob, you look at it, put your hands in like the little holes, and you just go.
This is somehow worse than the light bulb analogy. How
It
many
is-
adventures does it take to open a fucking door?
Doors are always the worst, man.
I'm just gonna look at it and be like,
So Julian, you currently have an Eldritch Hammer in your hands. This could be like an Eldritch Warhammer, like a maul, if you so desired.
I'll look towards the guys and make this type of gesture, and then like a motion of maybe, they're about to get assaulted and they're probably, the front doors aren't unlocked for visitors.
So are y'all trying to bash down the doors?
Can I hand
I'll-
Jacob my Eldritch Hammer? Is that a thing? Can you hand your weapon to someone else?
I feel like you shouldn't be able to.
I will try to peek at this door and see if there's something wrong with it, or if I can at the very least, see if there's like a crack in the middle that I can see that there's like a bracing to it to see if it's purposely stuck.
Roll an investigation check for me. This is wonderful.
+1, 16.
That is significantly better than everybody else rolled. Hold on a second.
Oh, no, I can hand it off to someone else as long as they stay within 5 feet of me.
You have to be right on his butt.
he's just standing right next to me.
Patting him on the back as you hammer.
With a 16, it does appear that there is, as you're looking around, there does appear to be some kind of brace that's through about, like, and you can barely see it through this very slim gap of a brace of some kind that is on the other side of this door.
I just nod at them and then make like a bracing motion.
Just gonna tap on Jakob's sword.
Will my sword fit through the crack in the door?
Maybe.
Would
You
a
can
rapier fit through the
Can
crack in the
certainly
door?
try. Maybe.
I'll try with the
You
sword.
can certainly try.
If his sword ends up being too big, I will manifest a rapier and then try to do it. Man, shapeshifting weapons cool as fuck sometimes.
All right. So currently you have a hammer. Yakov, you gotta shove your sword through. Make an athletics check for me.
18 again.
18. Okay. 18. You are able to. What normally would probably make a horrible noise, as you kind of shove it between these stone doors, and you get it. You kind of like brace it on the back of like your chainmail gauntlet, so you have something you can get some leverage, but you're not gonna cut yourself. He's kind of as you start to feel it slowly inch upwards. Make one more athletics check for me.
You know, different dice. This one's rolled 7 twice. Oh, well, that's a natural one. So you're gonna have to roll that d4 for me.
That's my favorite part of the day.
But it brings it up to 12.
That's a failure, my friend. Oh man, this is rough because this one sticks around for a while. You have disadvantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw you make. As your daughter just kind of hovers in real close, and she seems to be asking questions or making observations as she normally would, but it's off somehow, and it is very distracting, almost unsettling. Because you kind of look at her and she just looks weird.
Okay.
After a few moments, she stops and just kind of goes back to her normal behavior, but that unease sticks around for the moment. You also drop it. You drop the brace. You would normally probably make a loud noise, but it does not.
Yeah, I'll probably just gesture to him. You know, you were close. Do it again. You almost had it.
Am I able to do it again?
You can try again. It's at disadvantage, though.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Better than I rolled before, which is a 19.
19. You're able to get it up. You're feeling like you've gotten a little farther than you did the last time. I need one more from you.
14.
14. A 14 is just enough to, because you feel like there at the very end, it hits some kind of resistance, but you're able to, and it feels like maybe something broke a little bit as you did that, but you're not sure. You don't have audio cues to clue you in on what happened as it flips over and the doors start to kind of slightly creak open to you guys.
Is my sword okay?
Your sword's fine.
Okay. I was very concerned.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. And so as these doors, they've started to kind of creak open. They didn't just fly open.
I'll just thumbs up.
And as we do, I think this is probably a good time to go ahead and move into Tailspire if everybody has that open.
All right. Tailspire, I never heard of her.
We need that for this session? That's crazy.
I don't know. You're right. Let me see here. Wow. I did not section off this front area very well, did I? Oh well. Whoops. It is what it is. Is everybody launched?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all summoned and then get us swapped over. I also could have sworn I had your guys' models placed here before already, but I guess not. Oh, that's Ella. Wrong character. I don't know. Oh, yeah, y'all are all prone because you guys were prone last time. Whoops. Stand up, fellas. Can y'all see? Can everybody see themselves? Can everybody control themselves?
Yep.
Julian? All right. So, real quick, before you guys, well, I guess wherever you just put your guys' wherever you would be on this little porch area. If you notice, y'all are missing a lot of surrounding accoutrement.
I thought this was just the whole fort.
Oh yeah, man, it's just this one little room is the whole thing. Everybody you want to kill right there, but you have to fight them all at the same time, including the two-headed shark.
I mean,
so it kind of be like that.
I feel pretty good about our chances about a two-headed shark on land.
It's a land shark.
Oh no.
Oh, we're fucked.
All right, yeah. Is everybody in squares? Ish.
I mean, I would have been in between the door.
Yeah, it's whatever. In between the doors is a square, Jakob. Choose square. So, what are you guys doing?
Let's open this thing up. That's the only way in. They don't get all day.
Y'all are just kind of booting
try
them
to
up.
sneak into the crack if you can.
Since we're still in the silence area, I was tell Gloob,
If you want to go in, I'll cover you.
and remanifest a bow. Make that clear. Remanifesting a bow.
Okay.
Don't need to be getting in a fight. Like, but you've got a hammer.
Okay. So you get that remanifested. Okay. Are you guys up? Is the door open? Is the door opening? What's happening?
Yeah, I'll be covering Blue while he goes in.
Yeah, I wanna peek into the crack of the door to see if I see any movement first of all.
Okay, roll a perception check as you go to peek that.
And then try to sneak in if I don't see anything. That is another natural 1 on a perception check.
Oof.
You somehow don't manage to see the figure approaching the door as it smacks you in the face with the door as it opens up.
Wonderful.
What you fine gentlemen see in there, which I'll populate it, because did you know that if you try to save something as a unique creature, it doesn't save the base color you give it, which is really annoying.
Oh, wow.
Makes that not nearly as useful as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I figured that out a while ago.
Gloobs has been saved. Gloobs is still red.
I don't know, man. I was trying to get it to work earlier. It was not working for me. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know. Maybe it's because it was multiple of the same model. I have no clue. They were not saving for me for some reason. But oh god, where did my page go? As you guys open this door and you see a relatively familiar sight of one of the large, hulking Sahuagin figures that you guys ran into earlier on in your career. A big old double-bladed great axe in one hand, the other outstretched to shove the doors open.
Do I get a shot on him?
Wait, I
said I was covering.
Did you ready in action?
I said I was covering Glue while he went in. I made the hand motion. Come on.
You get one attack, sure.
It's
Behind
not making an attack. It's just a free action to let go of the arrow.
At disadvantage now. Behind him, you see a couple more of the Sahuagin who have the shields and the warhammers, and farther behind them, you see 6 of the Sahuagin that are in the armored, like regular soldier Sahuagin. Make your attack roll, Julian.
It was a 23.
23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Deciding which of these D8s looks the highest rollinest.
And if everybody else would like to go ahead and start rolling initiative for me, that'd be perfect.
That will be 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Okay, perfect. All right, and let me get some combat music going on, because woo! This music is very, very calm. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I don't see anyone yet.
Yeah, I've got to get them. I've got to get them placed. I had a plan here, and then I wasn't taking into account all the crap that I had to do all at the same time. So that's my bad. My ambiance. We don't want haunted ruins. We want ambush because that one's easy to remember. There we go. I probably should have done.
Oh, we also need to switch over on the OBS.
Yep. I am just the greatest tonight.
Well, guys, you'll be happy to know that now that combat has started, the roles have completely reversed.
Fantastic. Yep. I made myself a little chart of what base colors I was using for what, but it's actually really hard to see when things are invisible. Did you know? So that is your big muscly man. And then my 2. Where'd you go? This homie is yellow. Kind of back off this way. These 2 are kind of stood off on either side. The yellow bases are our hammer bros. And then the last were the ones that you kind of got them, like some of them are on the bench. One's kind of back off on this side. And these are your armored fellas. Alright. You know, this is just getting less and less efficient as I continue to do it, so I might end up having to scrap it as we go through this fucking dungeon if we want to do anything with any amount of speed. Okay!
Question.
Yes, sir.
This other doorway on the other side, is that just an open hallway or what?
It is not. There is, unfortunately, God, I did not do this first map very well. There is a gate that you can see that is dropped kind of down like a portcullis style kind of deal. All right. Dun-dun-dun. Actually, I'm sorry. That means actually a couple of these guys should be on that side.
Good question.
Yeah, that's sorry. A couple of those guys were supposed to be on the other side of that. Though, as you guys are kind of, as they jumped up and startled, you see them kind of move to a mechanism on the other side of it. So if I'm going to go ahead and get initiative for 25 to 20.
21.
21. It's for Julian. I got 20 to 15. Oh, wow. 15 to 10.
14.
14 for Jakob.
Oh no, my boys.
10 to 5.
9.
5. I rolled a 1 and a 2, and then when halfling luck got a 3.
Oh, good.
I was wondering what the 1, 2, 3 was.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, boy. All right. So, there are too many stat blocks involved in this. Yay. Oof. What's your bonus, Bart?
+2.
+2? Can you roll one more time for me?
Sure. Natural 20.
Okay.
What the fuck? Come on!
Next attack roll, a 3.
Right?
Dice gods are cruel today.
They're not feeling very nice.
I would like to roll a happy dance check. Nat 20, 3 times in a row. Roll a death saving throw. 1, 1, 1.
Oof.
Super dead.
Goddamn. All right. And you did 12 points of damage, right, Julian?
I did.
Okay. Okay. All right. That first arrow flying seemed to take him off guard. Julian, you are the top of the initiative.
Bet. All right, 1 second.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Are you casting Hunger of Hadar, I assume?
You would assume correctly.
Okay.
You just hear, oh shit!
And just,
And then just like,
as all of a sudden there
Immediately.
is a orb of dark. Does that have any verbal components?
oh.
You are still in the
Oh,
silence,
no.
and you go to cast it, and you can't.
So, you said it is only directly in front of the door, right? That the silence expands?
The door it was kind of above you. So hold on, let me get a measuring tool. So oh gosh, I'm trying to go up. There we go. So this is not going the way I want it to. This is very hard to determine where its position is. Wow, that is.
Could I have dropped it before this started, or?
Would you have dropped it before this started?
No, it's fine. I'm it's cool.
This
I'm gonna
is
step back.
probably more accurate of where it would be.
All right. That is fine.
Because
I'm
it's a
going
bit
to
above 20-foot circle. So yeah, like I said, kind of
5.
encasing the. What square were you in previously?
I was right here initially.
Okay, so he would not have been getting unless he has reach. Let me double check. He does not have reach.
5, 10.
That is into the water.
Is it like deep
It is
water?
Oh,
yes,
shit.
it is deep water. if you drop off, you'll be going into, like, it's not as shallow as this is.
Gotcha.
Because you know the
This is
rest,
plunging into the ocean.
yeah, the rest of this fortress is down below, almost directly below you. You're
I
muted.
will drop
there you are.
prone.
You're gonna, so you just kind of fall prone.
Yep.
In.
Where's my go prone button? There we
There
go.
you are.
To the
My go
side
prone.
there. That's great.
So you have backed up quickly as you go to cast your spell and
Casting magic between Gloob's legs.
and so you're casting Hunger of Hadar over there.
Yep.
You know what? I just want you to remember where you have cast that, because I really don't feel like placing a bunch of candles, and
It's fine.
Tails Fire
I'm
hasn't
using-
implemented a way for us to mark those.
I am using the square directly in front of that gate as the center point.
I got you.
So literally everywhere in that entire room except for maybe that corner to the east closest to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. And so you guys can't see any of these dudes anymore.
And through the telepathic link, shut the door!
Okay. And is that gonna be it for your turn, Julian?
Yeah, I mean, they can't hear me because I think they're still in the silence, but if they happen to see me, I'm making, like, shutting
Shut-
gestures.
I guess sound can't technically travel from outside into it either. So
No,
you
it's
just
not.
you can't hear anything. All right. So as Julian is yelling at you guys to shut the door, he has thrown up his Hunger of Hadar, which normally you would hear spooky, like, eldritch noises from within, but you can't hear it right now for some reason. It's crazy. That's where we're gonna go ahead and take our break.
Oh, easy.
So
Oh, shit, okay.
we're gonna be right
Time
back.
flies when you're fucking suffering.
We're gonna take a quick bio break, refresh drinks, all that fun stuff. Stand up, stretch around, stand up, walk around to stretch our legs out, that kind of stuff. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to continue for another couple of hours. We'll see how far our brave adventurers make it into this here donjon. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Bye. And hello, everybody. Apparently, I muted 2 different sound sources as we left last time, so I had to handle that real quick. But we're Gucci. Welcome back. We're not the second half of this here Goss Saltmarsh. I'm on the wrong battle map. What am I doing? All right, and here we are, where we were previously before we left for a short period of time. Kent, what the fuck did you do to your camera? Why are you like this?
Can't contain me.
Can't contain me, summoner. Sorry, little Legends reference there. But as we last left off our party, they had begun to infiltrate the Sahuagin stronghold in an attempt to do a little bit of some assassination of their leaders. However, not so subtly coming through the front door, they have ran into themselves a pack of guards, it would appear, who are currently, you can't see them on screen, but that is because they are engulfed in a Hunger of Hadar, cast by the prone archer that you can see, whose model just span around a little bit. That fella right there, he had to back up and, drop it low so that he would not be stuck in his cleric silence spell. So, we return to the turn after Julian's, which is unfortunately none of your guys' turns. So, you want to roll damage for that top of the turn, Julian?
Sure.
Your camera's a little. Why is your camera so small? Why won't y'all's cameras behave?
Be 5 damage, because those dice were not friendly.
5 points of damage. All right.
Cold, if it matters.
I mean, I don't think so. I'll double check, but I don't think it mattered the last time you fought these guys. I don't think it'll matter this time. It don't fucking matter. So, these fellas, we're gonna do a little searching in the dark. What is their? They're reasonably intelligent. Okay. They have a general sense of their bearings, but they still can't see. So the first guy is just going to go in a straight line. 10, 15. Cody, can you, Julian, can you measure out that sphere for me again real quick?
I can. Give me 1 second.
I need to see when he is no longer in it. All right. So, as he starts to emerge from it right here. And this is, we changed the models on the break because I realized the way I was doing it was not very conducive to keeping track of things and making things go smoothly. These large rat fellows are indeed the Sahuagin bearing shields and big hammer. So this guy's gonna step out and just gonna kind of like you can see a little bit of frostbite on the patches of his skin that are open. He just kind of lets out like a deeper Murloc almost, and is going to take his 2 attacks with his Warhammer at you, Gloob.
Sick.
Because you're right there. He just got colded it a little bit. That is a 22 to hit on the first one.
That will hit.
And a 21 to hit on the second one.
Calm down.
Uncanny dodge.
I have rolled into single digits for so many perception checks up until now. First hit is going to be, what's their bonus? 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright, I'll have that one down to 5 with uncanny dodge.
Okay. And second hit is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage on the second.
Okay.
Which he is going to have stepped out here. And he's going to hold...
just a little bit nitpicky, but the square next to that guy, not the one he's in, but the other one.
Uh-huh.
The other doorway square.
Yeah.
Is also, technically, if we're measuring it out by squares, within that 20 feet.
Yeah. Currently, he is not in it any longer, as less than half of his base is covered by the AoE.
No, I was talking about the one next.
Right.
To
The other one's a bit more covered than the one he is in. Yes, you are correct. So, and that would bring us to the other Coral Smasher, which he rolled not quite as well, so he's going to go forward. 10, waste 5 feet of movement, slamming his face into a wall, because that's kind of how we decided to rule these things. 15. He'll kind of... But he is able to get within this square that he would still be taking the damage. And so he's going to use his last 5 feet of movement to step here out of it, where he has a little bit more of a... I realized I didn't unhide him. Where he has a little bit more to choose from. So, Julian, you're prone, so he's going to have a little bit of a higher chance to attack you. 1 through 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And he is going to attack you. So he's going to go to bring his Warhammer down on you. With advantage, that's going to be a 22.
And that, even shielding it won't help me, so.
Oh, because you don't have your shield, your physical shield out, do you? Okay. So, the second attack. The second attack's only a 16, though. Even with advantage, so does that hit you or no? I don't think so.
The 17 hit. Or the 22 hit me.
22 hit you, but the 16 did not, right?
No, my AC is 17.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 10 bludgeoning damage on the attack that does land.
Con check succeeds.
Fantastic. That is going to end their turns as they just kind of come rushing out of the darkness. You can see all the ice kind of on their personage. That's going to bring us to the 4 regular dudes. Can you roll that damage for me one more time, Julian? Probably going to hurt them a little bit more.
Much better with 8 cold damage.
Very nice. I would say y'all hear some outcries, but you don't. Okay. Let's see where these dudes are at. This is a little bit more of a difficult situation for them. 8. He didn't roll as good on his intelligence check. He rolled just fine. So this guy just kind of 10, 15, 20, 30. I realized that the stream's getting a little bit of a cheat sheet, but that's okay. This guy he rolled higher on his, so he's actually at 5, 15, 20, face into the wall, 25. He actually steps out right here. Still, unfortunately, all his movement gets him to just on the edge where he can see, but he is still, enough of him is in there, and you're the only person he can reach, Gloob, so he's going to try to make some attacks at you with his spear. Much lower to hit than the other guys, unfortunately. But you are missing HP, so that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. And a fucking miss on the second one because I can only roll good for so long. That's going to be 6 points of piercing damage that he does get you with his spear. And if you, that's dexterity saving throws for the second half of the damage, right?
Yep.
They are not good at these at all.
Wow.
2 failures, 9 and 12.
Alright, they take 8 points more of acid damage.
Acid. Nice.
Cold and then acid. So you said 8 more points? 22, 14. Okay. You don't hear anything, but the one that you can now see, actually you can hear something from him as he just lets out like a hiss as he kind of recoils from the darkness in pain. The other two guys, y'all have no fucking idea where they are because they were past the gate. Though we'll... Yeah.
Julian's making ices out of Sahuagin.
Yep.
Slushies. Go.
So these guys kind of pull their way back out of there for their action.
Yucca juice slushy.
Ooh. The yucca. All right. Ending their turn, that brings us to Jakob.
Would I be able to attempt to shut this door and shove that guy back in?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
Go ahead, and that'd be... So that'd be basically a shove action. So I believe that's a contested athletics check, correct?
Yeah, I believe so. Either athletics or strength.
Yeah, I'd say I believe it's a contested athletics, the shove. So go ahead and roll a d20 and add your fucking plus 11 against their not nearly as high.
I didn't roll great.
Oh,
so
they actually rolled really well. Dirty
I rolled
20.
a 16, yeah.
Fuck.
So you go to
16 plus
shove that first time, and it slams into this guy, but he seems to have the presence of mind as he kind of looks over and sees it closing and just kind of digs his shoulder against it and shoves it back towards you. You could technically make another shove since you get 2 attacks.
Oh, nice.
Because a shove action
Oh,
takes the place,
okay.
kind of like a grapple. So you can try to shove again.
Fucking Christ. Okay, 16.
5.
Cool.
So I will say
Back in there.
you're able to slam it into him, and since it's a shove action, it moves at 5 feet. I'll say it's able to move him 5 feet back in. And so y'all don't see him anymore. I can't close just one of these doors, so y'all just gonna have to use your imagination that one of these doors is closed.
I will stand there as if I had shut the door.
Okay, perfect. So you've slammed it in there. You have one pissed off Sahuagin warrior right here, and another one of the Sahuagin right here.
And then I'm going to point at the other door. Go. And
Nice.
that's all I can do right now.
All right. Ending your turn, that's going to bring us to Gloob. Gloob, you got a little smackarooned up a little bit, a little stibby stabbed.
I did. Jakob, I didn't have Skype up, so I didn't see whatever hand motions you were making.
Point and slam.
Door
that's
shedding
not-
motions.
That's not glued. I'm gonna stab the guy immediately beside me.
Okay, you're stabbing shield guy.
Correct, and I'm gonna go ahead and spend my bonus and move to grant myself advantage on it.
Okay, go ahead and make that attack for me.
Glad I did. 14 plus 9.
Hits. 23.
Math, 23, yeah.
What's that? Damage. Because you have multiple ways that you're applying sneak attack currently.
2, 2, and 1 on the first roll, so that's fine. 4, 5. Back in the dice tray. 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 6 again is 17. Lackluster on the damage.
It's a rough first roll. So you said 16 total? Or 17, I'm sorry.
17.
Okay, still a hefty chunk out of this guy.
It's gonna be it for me though.
Okay, as you kind of take a moment and bring your rapier in and then lunge, getting him right in the gut past some of his armor, dealing some hefty amount of damage. Ending Gloob's turn. That's going to bring us to Bart.
I'm going to take a knee, not quite as dramatic as Julian, and hit all the party members with an emboldening bond. And I'm going to wiggle my character on over here and
behind the
you
door.
miss all shot.
Oh,
No! Oh my God! Where's he going?
Where's he going?
And he teleports
What-
away.
what
never
the-
to be seen again.
What the Bart doing?
Yeah, I'm going to try and. Well, I guess I've already used my action, so I'm going to try to
Unfortunately, yeah.
get there prepared to, I guess, help anyone who wants to try and shove this door closed.
Okay. All right. So Bart, y'all are all emboldened. Everybody, make sure you mark that down. Okay. That's gonna bring us to this dude's turn, which his check is a lot easier because he knew full well. Yeah. So since you guys can move through ally spaces, so can they. As this fella, you see him come barging past, just kind of slamming this first smaller dude into the door. You probably feel it bounce a little bit, Bart, and then kind of shoving this guy a little bit farther onto your sword, Gloob. He would be moving past. He would be provoking an AOP from you. Yeah, if you so choose to take it.
I will be, and I will be great weapon mastering it.
Okay, go ahead and roll that attack.
Well, there goes that D4.
There goes that
Probably not
D4.
gonna hit.
Gone.
Yeah, definitely not going to hit with an 11. No, to 10.
A 10, yeah, unfortunately does miss as you kind of swing in, and he just kind of brings up one giant muscled forearm, slamming into your hands, right underneath your crossguard, and just knocking it out of the way. Coming.
Does it count as moving through rough terrain for them to move through allied squares?
Nope. Moving through allied squares is perfectly normal. It's the same for you guys.
Oh, I always had been treating it
Oh,
as.
it is not. Moving through allied squares is okay.
Noted.
From I've seen some stuff. Actually, I don't know. I've actually heard it both. I can't remember. I feel like we've ruled it both ways. That does kind of rob a little bit. Actually, no, it doesn't, because you can still move through enemy squares that are bigger than you. Sorry, I was thinking of halfling stuff, and I was like, it's kind of a fucked up ruling because that robs halflings a little bit. But you can still move through enemy squares where other people can't. So that's gonna put him there. He has a couple of options. One of you is prone though, so he's gonna be slightly more inclined to attack you. 1 through 4. Okay. He's actually gonna do 1 great axe attack at each of you.
Interesting.
So both of them are advantage. First one is at Julian. Oh god, what is his to hit? That's a god damn, 23.
I literally cannot stop.
That's fair. Not that great on the damage dice, only doing 8 points of slashing damage as he kind of brings it down and then brings it up and back around towards you in kind of a low arc, Gloob, for his second attack.
And I only have to beat the damage done on the con save, right?
No, it's 10 or half the damage dealt, whichever is higher.
Oh God. Okay, yeah, definitely make it then. Jesus.
Yeah, so it's 10. It's 10, or if he had done like 22 damage, you'd have to beat an 11, that kind of thing. So to take less than 10 damage, you just have to beat a 10. That is going to be a 24 to hit, Gloob.
That will hit.
Now I'm going to roll really hot, apparently. That's only going to be 7 points of slashing damage on that one.
Okay.
Fucking, what's the point of a D12? What's the point? Ending his turn, because that's both of his attacks, his movement, all that fun stuff. That's going to bring us back to the top of the initiative too. Julian, you are prone next to a not actual alligator man.
All right. Well, I'm going to stand up.
Okay. You stand up.
Let me do things. And I'm going to, as completely fucked up as I am and in need of HP, I am going to Hexblade's Curse him.
All right.
And put 2 shots on him.
Okay, those are at disadvantage because you're within melee.
Yep. There's a 23.
23 definitely hits.
The second is a 18.
18 also hits.
Alright.
They hit hard. Their AC is okay.
13 damage on the first.
Very nice. What's damage on the second?
Wait, I think 13.
Should be 1d8 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus another 3.
I'm just seeing how much extra was.
Yeah, you
Okay.
you do 3 additional damage as your proficiency bonus.
I was
So-
thinking 2 for some reason.
So 13 on the first shot.
Yep. And then 12 on the next. I'm not
Total
rolling
of
great
25?
for damage either.
So we got a total of 25 damage on those 2 attacks. Not bad. Okay. Just catching both of those in the gut as he's still kind of coming back from that second axe swing. Still got his arms kind of up above his head. Definitely getting a grunt of pain out of him. Is that going to be it for your turn?
Yeah, we're just doing some Legolas and Moria action. And then
Fair enough.
don't want to provoke an AOP, so I'm not going anywhere. We'll just let them stew in the
can't.
cold and acid for a little bit longer.
My middle mouse button doesn't work.
Oh no.
Okay, that's annoying. Trying to like get myself a different view. Whatever. Fine. It's gonna be like this then. I don't care. It's fine. The dude that's stuck in there, if you want to go ahead and roll Hunger of Hadar damage. Actually, I didn't get Hunger of Hadar damage for the big guy, if you actually want to roll twice for me. First one going on to the dude with the axe. Because he did start his turn in there.
Nice even 5.
5 damage. Okay, very nice. And what was the second roll for this guy, the top of these guys' turns? Or this first guy's turn anyway?
Also 5.
Also 5? Okay. Alright, that definitely felt that. The other guy wasn't in there. Jakob, I'd like you to make an athletics check for me. He's going to try to shove you back out of the way.
Does he beat a 27?
It's a cocked. No, there's no goddamn way in hell. So, he's going to try to shove you again. Because there's a lot of people in the way of the other door.
Does he 22?
He missed. He doesn't beat both. Woo. So, I guess he's kind of forced to kind of move back out this way. So 10. Kind of getting into this guy's square. 25. He's able to just get into this square. And actually, I totally robbed you guys of the fact that that's difficult terrain. Let me see how much. Gloob and Julian, you both get your HP back from those first attacks that those guys made against you. The guys with the hammers. Which for Gloob, I believe that was 8 and 7. And Julian, I believe that was also somewhere in that ballpark.
Which one?
Or of the first 2 hammer attacks, I'm sorry, that was 10 and 7.
From the rat?
Yeah, from the rat, because you halved 1 down to 5, so you get 5 HP back, and then whatever the second hit was from you. I trust you
He
to
did
estimate.
13 damage on round 1 to
Okay,
me.
so you get that back because they had to double move to get out there because it's difficult terrain in Hunger of Hadar. So
Okay.
they
What
didn't
about
actually
the
get their
lizard
attacks.
man? Would he had had his uncanny dodge, uncanny dodge that damage?
He would have had that back anyway because it had passed. He had gotten his reaction back.
Okay.
Julian, you got, I think, only hit for 8 or 7. One of the two. You didn't get hit for very much, but you get that HP back as well.
Wait, from which
bad.
one do I get back?
The very first hit where the rat hit you with the hammer while you were
No, the
prone.
rat hit me for 13. Gator hit me for 8.
The rat could not possibly have hit you for 13 points of damage.
I have the rat hit Julian for 8 and 8. That's what
8
I.
and 8.
He hit.
8.
Yeah, you got hit
Because
once.
he hit once.
He hit once, and then the alligator hit you once as well. He cannot mathematically do 13 points of damage to you with one hit.
Alright, well, I fucked something up because I took 13 points of damage off.
Take that back, then. But this guy does make it out, but he used both his attacks to try to shove open that door, so he is just here now. Bringing us to these guys.
Do I need to roll the second set of damage for them? Is there dex saves?
Which ones?
Said
Neither
the guy
neither rat is in there.
Oh, okay. I thought the guy that
No.
was pushing the door was...
No, he slammed
one
it
that got
twice
hit.
and then said, fuck that, and just went running through all of his allies to get out.
Gotcha.
Because Jakob didn't put up as good of a performance on that first check, so he thought he had a chance and then got absolutely stonewalled. That brings us to the other guys. Can you roll another set of damage for me? Because I believe this guy is still in there.
Red base guy?
Yeah, red base guy was, because
Yeah.
his base was still over half covered.
Getting a little better. That's 9 points of cold damage.
Nice.
Ow.
I ain't getting so much mileage out of that. That's a great spell.
Absolutely.
Wait, situationally, it is very...
Situationally.
It
But
can
that
be.
situation comes up an okay amount of time.
So that's
This is the
this guy's right
second
here.
good time I've seen it.
He now has 2 targets to choose from, so he's going to choose between those two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to make his 2 attacks at Jakob. Jakob, you're not missing any HP yet, are you?
Nope.
Okay, so Hail Mary, a yeet. Miss on the first one, glancing off your armor with a fucking 9.
I'm gonna riposte.
Yeah, go right ahead. He just missed both his
Wait,
attacks.
hasn't been my turn yet. Never mind. I used my
Oh,
AOP.
yeah, you did use your AOP. So, but he misses the other one. Both of them just kind of glancing off your armor. Okay. Let's see. So this guy, he's kind of in a tough spot. He doesn't like being in the burn, so he is gonna step back out over this way as well, which would technically provoke an AOP from you, Glib, if you so choose to take it. You also could have
He
taken
also,
it against the rat if you so chose. He moved diagonal through this square, so I guess technically so. There's a giant door in your way, so I mean, I would say maybe he gets a little bit of a kind of
Sure.
a bonus to that, but you can still try.
I doubt it'll hit, but there's
Never
always
hurts.
14 plus 3, I think. 17?
14 plus 3, 17. That just hits their AC actually.
The attack happens. I want to make sure that I'm reading the situation right. The attack happens when he's in this square that's adjacent to me, correct?
Correct.
So meaning he'd be adjacent to Julian as well.
Yeah, he'd have been in this square. It's because it's as he goes to exit your range. So yes, he would technically still be adjacent. He would be also adjacent to Jakob.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yes, I will take that attack.
5 points of bludgeoning damage.
You might want to hold on to your reaction because technically Gloobs goes off first.
Okay, sure.
15 to hit.
15 actually misses. Just misses under their AC. So
Yeah.
kind of skirting off of his.
He has an emboldened
Did you
bond.
use your emboldening bond on that?
I didn't. No.
If you roll your emboldening bond, it'll take it just up to their AC, so it'll hit no matter what you roll.
16, because I rolled a
Nice.
1.
So that does hit. Your minimum damage will kill the fuck out of him because he had 5 health.
Okay.
So your bonk
wow.
was going to kill him, yeah.
Nice.
So
In an
that
alternate universe. Nice.
so that guy's fucking dead. Let's see if his goddamn idiot of a buddy can find his way out of the fucking dark in here. A little bit better. So he would. He goes 10, 15, 20, 30. He is now here.
Shit.
And he looks very not good. He's going to try to stab one of the first people he sees. Jakob, he's going to try to stab you a couple times, my friend.
That's fine.
A yeet. Holy shit. Dirty 20 on the first hit.
That hits.
Okay. So.
This is just a regular Sahuagin, right?
Yeah, this is one of the regular Sahuagin. That does 6 points of piercing damage. You reduce down to 3.
Okay.
Second attack misses even with advantage. He rolled like fucking dog shit. So skirting off your armor.
Let's see.
And then his tech save. I'm pretty sure he's going to die no matter what he does, but we'll see. 17! Nice. Good job.
Does he still take half damage?
He still takes half, I
Yeah.
think. Oh, he doesn't take any? Oh.
Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure it's
He's
saber
still
suck.
kicking. Not dead yet. He looks
Yep, it is
unwell.
Saber suck. Saber suck.
He looks unwell, but he's not dead. You can see some acid burns on this motherfucker, a bunch of patches of cold.
The cold damage at the start of his next round will kill him. Got it.
Oh, most definitely. Probably. 20, 25, 30. Whoop. Okay. So that ends their turns, bringing us to Jakob. What would you like to do, my friend? What's up?
I'm debating what to do. I guess I'm just gonna whack him. I'm gonna hit him with a
Give him the whack.
regular attack, not using the emboldening bond on the
Regular
first
attack. Who are you hitting?
Attacking the rat? Or
one. The Sahuagin.
oh.
Okay. Technically, they're all Sahuagin. I just want to keep this clear.
The-
They did not change what they are.
Base Sahuagin.
The rat cat and the lizard folk have joined the Sahuagin.
This has got a lot weirder all of a sudden. Okay, go ahead and roll that attack.
I'm assuming 11 does not hit.
An 11 does miss, unfortunately. So if this guy is able to bring up his like little buckler shield and parry you off to one side, even as bad as he's looking.
Another swing.
Okay.
That one is going to be a 24.
24 definitely hits. And you said this was the base Sahuagin you were hitting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's dead. He also had 5 HP. The only damage those guys had taken so far was from Hunger of Hadar, and it had kind of eaten their assholes.
Bonus action, Great Weapon Master against the rat.
Okay, go ahead and roll that attack.
I think you accidentally deleted the other Sahuagin as well.
No, he had gotten killed by an OP, so he was dead.
Ah.
I forgot to delete him earlier.
I am going to use the emboldening bond on this one, which is going to be a 24 to hit.
24 to hit will hit him, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow. I almost rolled max damage on that, which is going to be
I like
26 points of damage.
That fucking kills the fuck out of that guy. Jakob just starts playing whack-a-mole up there. Yeah, that was that guy, yeah.
That's good. I need him to.
So bam, bam, just one right after the other. This one dead as well. Just Jakob going on a killing spree. That parry just immediately slicing up and across as that one collapses, and then just bringing it down with some crushing force. That one crumples to the ground dead. Anything else you would like to do for your turn, Jakob?
I will be standing on this door.
All right. You are still holding that one side of the door shut. That brings us to Glue. What would you like to do, buddy? Your enemies just got thinned out pretty rapidly.
I will pull out my dagger in my other hand. I'll take a rapier attack at this gentleman right here, the large one right in front of Julian.
All right.
For a unboldening bond.
The unboldening.
Yeah, it's still not good. It's 16.
A 16 just hits his armor class.
Oh,
That's what we need, is the opposite of the peace cleric who has Bane instead of
but it's like,
Unboldening bond.
I'm the Chaos Cleric.
my damage is terrible tonight. 6, 7, 8. If I roll another one, I swear to God. 14, 15, 21 points of damage.
Okay. He is looking very rough.
And I'll use a offhand attack for the
Shank.
dagger.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Oh, that will miss.
Okay. Second one just scraping across this kind of like slick, but somehow still kind of fish scaly hide. But definitely putting the hurt on him with that first attack. He looks unwell. Is that going to be it for your turn?
Gonna be it for me.
All right, Bart, that's going to bring us to you, buddy.
All right, I was already leaning on that door trying to close it as it just kept getting open again and again. So I'll use my interaction to
shove it.
Shove
the door. And there
closed.
is nobody on that on the other side of that one, so it does actually go the other one. I say it doesn't go
because there's already outside anyway.
I mean, some of y'all are short to base Sahuagin.
Yeah.
But those guys were on the other side of the gate within there.
Right. And with that being done, I will see this lizard, or I guess this Sahuagin in front of me, and see that this other dude's scrapping with my homies. So I'll hit Scrappy Guy with a Toll of the Dead.
Which one? This one right here.
Yeah.
All right, Toll the Dead, which is a Wisdom save. What is his Wisdom save?
Toll is dead.
All right.
Oh, please fail. Please.
Did you roll? Just roll like 24 points of damage.
I rolled 22 points of damage.
Big money, no whammies.
Damn.
Big money, no whammies.
Shut the fuck up.
19!
Oh, you suck. Okay. Well. Oh well.
That would have been very impressive, though. I'm sorry, I don't. When I have
okay.
such low bonuses, I don't succeed very often.
I'd like to use a portent.
Bitch! Alright, so unfortunately it starts to bell, but it starts to toll, but he shakes it off.
Alright. And I will, I'll hold on to my actions for now. That, your spell isn't blocked by physical terrain or anything, right, Julian? So there's still just like some wispy stuff coming through that door.
Correct.
Like, okay, so I'm not going to stand in front of that door and block it off. It can just stay right there.
All right, so I'm here for your turn.
You know what? I'll use some of my yummy halfling movement to get. Nope, I'm gonna stay right there. I don't want to get punted off into the fucking water because that's surely what would happen. Yeah. I start to run through this guy's legs, and I go, wait.
Dude, just like.
Yeah, just. Oh, I rolled a 4, so that's a 17. Get the fuck out of here, Bart.
Ah, splash! You have a swim speed though, don't you?
Yeah, I don't want to be in there with Sahuagin though.
Probably wise. All right, that brings us to the champ. All right, he does not look well, but there's a lot of you guys here. You just stabbed the shit out of him, but Julian also shot the shit out of him recently. I'll say it's an even toss-up between the two of you.
It says, I hate
So,
both of
1, 2,
these
3, 4,
people
5,
very
6.
much.
That is both of his attacks on Julian, who is missing HP, so they're at advantage. That's a 25 to hit on the first one. And a 24 to hit on the second. Holy shit.
Alright, look. About these attack rolls you've been making.
9 points of slashing damage on the first attack. And, goddamn, 11 points of damage on the second.
Goodness.
Just as he just brings
Julian
this axe
looks
and wham! Wham!
Yeah, I would imagine you would look pretty fucking unwell. Holy crap.
We're rapidly approaching single-digit hit points.
He's just gonna kind of turn and looking at the lot of you and just kind of, even as he's just lets out like as much of a growling yell as he can, ending his turn. Bring us to Julian, speaking of.
Fuck this guy.
Is he able to yell in that square?
Yes,
That'll be
actually,
eight.
that square is outside.
Can I use my reaction to make him not yell?
No. He can't, because Julian had to go prone and I had to
Yeah.
duck in that square for him.
So he tries. It wasn't like he was trying to alert anybody. It was kind of a like baring teeth.
Dirty 20
So
on my
sure.
first arrow.
Dirty 20 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Go ahead and roll damage.
I would go ahead and roll damage. Yeah. I actually think your minimum kills him because you have so much flat damage stacked up right now.
16.
Yeah, 16 kills him. Nice. Just even as he's still kind of like baring his teeth at you, just one arrow right up through the roof of his mouth into his skull as it just kind of wobbles
Second shot at
and collapses.
The other one.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. This guy looks a little healthier.
Oh, that one's not at disadvantage.
Yeah, that was a straight roll as this guy is currently surrounded.
Also 16. No, not 16 because I don't have the extra. So 13.
13 misses.
No, 13 damage.
Oh, 13. What was the hit?
26.
26. Okay, you got to tell me the roll, man. So 13 damage. Okay, that definitely hurts him a little bit. 17. Looking the worse for wear. Is that gonna be it for your turn?
Like, grabbing the many holes in my body right now, just kind of lean over, hand over the corpse of the guy in front of me. I'll be having that. And just Shang Tsung his life force out.
Creepy. All right.
Julian pulls out the Capri Sun straw.
There's a Doctor Who villain like that.
What's wrong with you?
Oh man.
Fucking, y'all are gross. All right. Is that it for your turn, Julian?
Yeah, that'll be it for my turn.
Okay. This brings us to the rat who is not a rat's turn. He's gonna try to grapple you, Bart.
This fucker right here. He doesn't know how powerful I really am. Opposed athletics, or I can do acrobatics, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, this guy don't even fucking know. He's totally out of his fucking depth.
He probably misses. It's only a 7.
I got an 8.
Probably misses.
Oh! He reaches out once and tries to grapple you, and you duck to the side, and he's just gonna reach back out again. He's gonna try to grapple you again.
We're just having slap fights. Like...
All three of us are just like looking at each other. Like,
Oh, that's a lot better. That's a dirty 20.
Only 15 for me.
All right. You see this as like Bart's able to get out of the way of the first one, and he goes in with the second and just grabs him by the front of his armor, and he's gonna start to haul him towards the water, which is at half speed. So 10, 20, and he gets you out of the water.
No.
Unfortunately, he used his action, so he can't really get any farther than that. He already used his action, so.
Well, that's like a long ways down, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
But you guys both have swim speed, so you don't necessarily just sink. It's not quite like stepping out into open air. There is resistance.
Okay.
So you'll probably start to sink a little bit, but you're not plummeting. All right, that's gonna end his turn. Those two guys are doing their thing. Y'all don't know where they are. Jakob, that's your turn.
You're hurting my feelings because you haven't asked me to roll damage.
Nope, because there's nobody else in it.
And is he within arm's reach?
I thought that thing was like a 20-foot drop.
This ledge right here.
Yeah.
This ledge is actually pretty close to the water.
Oh.
The causeway is a 20-foot drop. The causeway is like this. Y'all are here. This is the top of the causeway. Because that's how the causeway got broke, is when they forced it to sink, it snapped away from the causeway and is now down
this
here.
This door used to be 20 feet up, but then
Correct.
they sank it.
Yep.
Okay.
Used to be 2 stories higher. So, high, low.
High.
That's a 19. He is within arm's reach.
Oh, I'm grabbing onto Bart, and I'm gonna.
All right, you're gonna try to pull him away.
Yeah.
Make an opposed athletics check.
Hog champ. Ooh, Bart, you might be still in the water.
8.
8. Okay, 16.
You got it. They don't have that much of a bonus. They don't have that much of a bonus. You have a plus 11. Your odds are pretty good. So you rip Bart out of his grasp.
Okay, am I Able to make an attack.
He's not within range of you because you just yanked
I
Bart
could-
over here.
Yeet a javelin at him.
I don't know. Did he relinquish the grapple with me, or is he still grappled onto me?
When using, yeah, doing it in that way, I believe we've ruled it in the past. If you're trying to rip somebody out of somebody else's grasp, that's using your action to kind of just tear them away. So y'all were doing kind of monkey in the middle thing. Your arm's probably a little sore, Bart. Kind of a little bit of this way, a little bit of that, but you are now back onto dry land. So I mean, you have a bonus action, but that's up to you.
Okay, I will bonus action quick toss.
Okay, so you yeet him over the edge and just kind of shoop, grab it and throw it. What is that attack roll?
That is going to be a 17.
A 17 does hit.
Hell yeah.
Because he has not quite gotten very far into the water yet, so the water's not impeding your projectile's progress.
So that's going to be a 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Okay. He is not quite down, unfortunately. It catches him though, kind of right in the right in between like the collarbone and the meat of your shoulder, and it's kind of down, and you can see that Sahuagin kind of like purpley blue fish blood kind of puffing out into the water.
All right.
Is that be it for your turn?
That is going to be it for my turn.
That brings us to Gloob's turn.
Okay, 1 second. I gotta count something in my inventory before I do something. 1, 2.
He's gonna throw a bomb. He said, "We're going dynamite fishing, boys." Yeet. Bloop.
I would be so sad if it turns out, oh yeah, these guys had dynamite the whole time, and they're like, just don't tell those 4 weirdos.
It just explodes. A bunch of Sahuagin bodies come floating up to the surface. Like, huh.
He's bleeding a lot in the water there.
He's looking pretty rough, yeah.
All
And by
right,
pretty rough, I mean very rough.
Lou was worried about him going away. So I'm just gonna drop the rapier in the space that I'm in, just to the
Just
ground.
clang, 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 clang,
Yeah.
clang, clang, clang.
Grab another dagger, so 2 daggers in my hands.
Okay.
I'm gonna run right here behind Jakob for my 10-foot, and I'm gonna jump 15 feet in the fucking air and just sink 2 daggers into him.
You're gonna try to dagger.
Yes.
Please,
Make
dear
those
God,
make
let this
those
work.
attack rolls.
Wait, emboldening bond. I think that hits anyways. But I'm still gonna
Just
roll
in
it.
case.
17, 18 to hit.
18 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that first one.
Yep.
I actually think your minimum kills him because you have a 20 dex, right?
I do for 8 points of damage on the first one.
How would you like to end this encounter? Decide his fate.
Exactly as I said, just 2 daggers ready to go. They're my last 2. So 1 dagger straight to the head. I'm about to throw the next one, and I just like stop myself when I see the one
Whoop.
sink into his eye, and he just slowly gets down, like starts sinking below the water. So I land up like, grab his body, please, to Jakob.
As you say, so shall it be. Is like that one. It sinks down into his eyeball, just kind of like, huh, as he was already sinking, and he is starting to sink. He's 10 foot out of the water. You'd have to get in the water to get him.
I will get in the water to get him.
I was gonna say, do I have the harpoon arrow still?
You have 1.
Is there anything attached to it?
No.
Like base?
Nope.
Okay. There we go. Spearfishing real easy.
You said you're getting in the water, Jakob?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead. Just roll a quick athletics check for me as you get in there and grab him.
From
30.
Twitch Mobile.
What?
So
30.
I can ban people from Twitch Mobile. That's fun.
Great success. What was that total?
30.
30? Okay, with a swiftness, you hop in there and using, like, between the ring of swimming and your great strength, you're able to get him and toss him in there. Even so, you're glancing over and you can see movement from the depths as you haul yourself back up onto the porch.
Use my javelin broken that was in him.
High-low.
Hi.
It is not broken. So,
Is
y'all,
Gloop's dagger still in him?
high-low.
Jakob had gotten hit, right?
It's still there, yeah. Jakob has not been hit so far. Oh, no, he got hit once. He has taken
Dang it,
3
oh,
points
shit.
of damage. So everybody but you is a little bloodied at this point in time, some a little more than others. But you guys are currently out of initiative. The silence is still going, and there is a just inky blackness that would usually be making horrifying eldritch noises, but isn't right now. Within the room in front of you guys.
So it's gonna hold that. I don't know who else was in there, so hold it for just a couple more seconds, and then we'll drop it before we open the door.
Yeah, I say we'll probably.
All right.
I'll drop silence, and we'll get into the front gates. And since there might be things coming after us, we'll just take that big log and put it right back where it needs to be.
Okay.
I'm dragging the bodies that are in here.
Okay, y'all are all dragging y'all are dragging the corpses in there. Okay, it's gonna take y'all a little bit extra time, but y'all are able to, with your combined efforts, especially as buff as Jakob is, get these corpses all drug in there. And you see the doors. You guys start to close the doors, and around that time, that's when you guys see what looks like you see a couple of shark fins, kind of moving through the water, over where that dude had been in the water.
Fins?
Huh?
Normal size shark fins?
Normal size shark fins. Yeah.
I'm also
like moving separately of each other, so. Yes.
Before Bart or whoever tries to bar the door, I'm gonna like put my hand on his shoulder and try to like shake my head.
I let the silent spell go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can talk now.
Firebrand asked us to leave the gate open for people behind us get in.
All right.
I mean, we can bar it, but
yeah, you're right.
Nobody's coming from this side of us, and if we need to get out of here quickly, it's best that that's left open anyways.
Okay.
Julian's gonna peek around the corner in here, see what.
I'm going to burn some spells real quick while you guys are peeking. I'm going to give Julian 2 bops and Glue 1 bop or Cure Wounds.
Doing some level 1s.
Doing some level. Oh, that's 2 7s for Julian, making that total 26 healing total.
Nice. Whew. That's hefty.
Yep.
Oh my god, and a fucking 8 for Gloob, so 13 on Gloob. Wait, no, that was... Okay, yeah, 24 healing for you. I did that math wrong. Okay. And then 13 for Gloob.
Awesome. Alright. Y'all are healed up. I will say, this is an active board, so move your models all inside, if you would. And I will put us off of our combat music for the moment.
Glue is trying to shove bodies under this bench or whatever this is over to our left here.
All right, you're trying to shove them. Yeah, that is kind of. Give me 1 second. I'll give you all a description of this room because I have a description for like every room on this fucking map, and I'll read them. God damn it, because I've got them. Because fuck you guys, do what I want. All right, where is it? All right, guys. So within, you see a bare Spartan room. A little worse for wear now after taking a mixture of acid and cold damage all over the place. Ahead you have a short corridor that ends in this closed bronze gate. To the left, a single stone bench running along the entirety of that east wall. And to your right, on the opposite wall, you see a large metal gong, a short metal bar leaning against the wall below it. So, is a very bare room. It looks like they try, in their panic, they tried to handle the situation rather than ringing the gong. Yes.
Is the gong suspended with ropes?
Yeah.
I am going to walk over and cut the ropes while holding the gong so it doesn't fall. And
I'll cut the ropes while you hold the gong. Maybe you should use 2 hands. They're pretty big.
All right.
Okay.
So as to neutralize said gong.
Sure. You feel like it is fairly neutralized at this point in time. You've cut those ropes. Gloob, I see it says that Gloob would like to open a thing.
It's just the doors, so we know that they're open behind us.
These ones? That door's locked.
The big door.
Oh, the big door? Yeah, those are... Oh, yeah. I mean, are you leaving them open, or are you leaving them closed but not barred?
Open.
You're just leaving them wide open. Okay.
Oh, I thought we were closing them but not barring it.
I thought... My memory, or Jakob's memory, Firebrand asked for them to be open.
He did ask for you guys to leave them so that people could get in them, yes.
And I think that is kind of the most obvious sign of, if you're coming, get in here.
Fair enough. Okay. Doors open right now. What else you guys want to do in here? Also, if I could get a round of perception checks, actually, real quick.
Oh, okay.
Do we still have Emboldening Bond?
Yeah, it is well within 10 minutes.
God, there goes that D4.
Thanks to that emboldening bond, I have a whole 16.
21.
Dirty 20.
16, 21, dirty 20. Gloob?
13.
Okay. My 16 and my 13, y'all don't hear much of anything. My 20 and my 21, past the gate, further kind of off towards the left-hand side of the room, probably down some more corridors, y'all do hear raised voices. Not anything you can understand, of course, but you do hear shouting.
All right.
I'll tell everybody else. I'm gonna try to do like a quick pat down of the bodies to see if there's anything like a map or something. I doubt there is, but
Roll an investigation check for me.
How
We don't
big
have
are
time.
how big are the bars in the portcullis?
The bars on the portcullis are probably like solid, like maybe inch and a half
Well, I'm
across.
sorry. How far are they spaced apart?
About like this much. Enough that you can't really like. You couldn't squeeze through them,
Yeah,
even with your
no,
small stature.
Okay.
Yeah.
17.
17. Nothing in particular. Like kind of a lot of the similar stuff that you guys have found before. So like probably a handful of gold coins, some knives, spears, the great axe, hammers, their armor, that kind of thing. Not too many personal effects on their persons.
Pretty much from the time that Jakob went to do the gong before he got started looting the bodies, would have gone to glue.
Can you get that door open?
Yeah, I can try. And as soon as Jakob points out the raised voices, I will actively or hurriedly try to open this door. I'll make sure that it's not unlocked first.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check for me as you're looking it over.
Is that with advantage since Julian's helping me?
Yeah, with Julian helping you, it would be an advantage. Yeah.
Okay, not much better. 10.
I'll say even with the 10, it is immediately noticeable there's not any kind of locking mechanism on the portcullis itself. It is a portcullis, not a gate. As in, you can see up into the ceiling where it raises up.
So we can pick it up then?
Possibly so.
Jakob, come here.
Yeah, let Yakko go over there. I will. Does guidance and emboldening bond stack?
I don't see why it wouldn't. They're two different things.
All right, I will give a little bit of guidance to Jakob so he can try to He-Man through this.
Jakob did just spend a couple minutes going through the pockets of the dead. So y'all are a couple minutes off of that. You're probably down to about 7 minutes of time left on that emboldening bond. Those voices, you probably hear them getting louder as they coming from that other direction down that way. Jakob, go ahead and make an athletics check plus 2d4s on it.
All right.
Blue, get ready to try and slip under there as soon as he gets it up a little bit.
Yeah, I will. You be ready to cast silence behind them so nobody else hears anything.
I will start casting silence.
It takes a minute and 6 seconds.
Yep.
Okay. What was that total, Jakob?
30-20.
30-20.
Thank God for the guidance.
Thank God for the guidance. It's a struggle, but inch by inch. He is able to force it up, not only against the weight of the portcullis itself, but against whatever mechanism is used for raising and lowering it, forcing it up until he's able to get it up on one shoulder.
I just teleported. I'm going to try to squeeze as soon as, I'm going to get prone, and then...
Yeah. It opens like that. That's not actually how it opens. I only had doors.
Okay.
There's no...
Yeah, if Jakob gets it up to his shoulders, then...
Yeah, he's able to get it up to his shoulder after, probably about 2 rounds worth of effort. So you've got it. Gloob, where you're standing is down that hallway is where you guys are starting to hear louder voices.
Is there a mechanism on the other side that we can use to catch this portcullis?
If you to catch it, no. You see this little switch here by God's flashlight? You can see that appears to be, it's not an actual switch, but there is a mechanism that you can see that is used for raising and lowering the portcullis.
Yeah, I'll start spinning the shit out of that shit.
To get it up?
Yeah.
Okay, and since Jakob is currently holding it up,
right,
you're not pulling it, so it just goes as you're able to get it up there probably in about a singular turn's worth of time. As Jakob's sitting there holding it, Julian, where are you, buddy? Are you just hanging out in the other room?
No, as soon as it's high enough and the others have gone through, Julian will dash through and...
Okay.
Which way were we hearing the voices from, by the way?
The tunnel that Gloob is next to. You guys hear it coming from this tunnel. You guys currently have a tunnel here and a tunnel here, which I actually have to get a description for this room too. God damn it.
Yeah.
Woo! All right.
Describe it to me.
So, wow, this is another fucking one right here. This other, also, they use Bear Spartan Room a lot in these room descriptions. This Bear Spartan Room has another long stone bench running along its south wall, continuing along an angle to the west hall. A chain and pulley mechanism mounted to that north wall right next to the gate that that Bart has already gotten going, is on the north wall. That's, holy shit, this description is really short. It's a stone room, but it looks like it was just the guard post. You can see what looks like maybe the leftovers of what they had brought up there for like some snacks, like some raw fish that kind of has had some chunks taken out of it, that kind of thing. Not too terribly much. The remains of some relatively recent construction efforts, bits of stone kind of lying scattered about. Like it started to get cleaned up, but not too terribly much. So lying about you guys. But you have those 3 exits, sound of incoming people coming from this one right here. What are you guys doing? This door is now open. It is now held open by the mechanism.
I would like to hide.
You're going to try to hide? Okay. Go ahead and roll that stealth check for me. What is everybody else doing?
Well, I'm going to slip over there next to Julian and start trying to ritually cast silence. I don't know how long it might be for them to get here, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay. I would reveal more of where these tunnels go, but these go into different corridors. So I know you can only see these entrances, but they are going off into corridors that you can't see quite the end of. So you're starting to ritually cast silence. You're hiding, and I'm sorry I didn't get the total from that for me, Gloob.
Natural 20 for a 31.
31, very nice. You are stealthy as shit. It is hard to see him, even though he is a purple frog. What are you doing, Jakob?
I will also try to be as quiet as possible.
So you're going to try stealth as well. Go ahead and move yourself where you're trying to hide.
Julian will wordlessly gesture at Jakob towards that tunnel over here. I don't have a god's flashlight, but...
Over here?
Yeah, I'm going to briefly move myself
here, like over here, or towards this?
Yeah.
Okay, to hide in the beginning of this hallway?
Yep.
Okay.
And for himself, going to go ahead and ready in action to light up anything that comes through.
I don't give a shit. I know y'all can see some of this, but that's fine. It's long corridors. So I'll just go ahead and reveal those so y'all know kind of where you're looking at there. And what is y'all two's stealth checks?
I'm so sorry. It's a 5.
Jakob's he goes over there, he just kind of goes clashing into the wall. What's your stealth check, Julian?
I have not rolled them yet. That is a natural 20 plus 8.
Nice.
28, very nice. Okay, you two feel very stealthy. Bart, you're not stealthing because you're trying to get this ritual cast off over the next minute. I will go ahead and say with your passive perception, you're pretty sure those voices are going to get here before you finish that casting. If you guys choose to stay where you are currently.
Are you all the way in the back corner there, Julian?
No, I'm up on the bench thing.
So you would be in this square, just so you know. Like the bench kind of covers up squares.
Back there to try and get some like actual cover to maybe aid in a stealth check.
All right, go ahead and roll that stealth check for me.
That's a 1 and an 18, but halfling. Let's go 14 total.
14, much better than a 5. All right. So y'all are just gonna sit there and wait for him.
Yep.
Okay.
I'd like to clarify. If they are going to... Nah, actually, fuck it. Never mind. Ignore that.
Can I peek around the corner? I would like
you
to
you have rolled a
stealth in.
natural 20 stealth check for 31. I will say easily enough. Go ahead and just roll a perception check for me as you're trying to go around there. Everybody who isn't... Oh, God, I can't actually reveal that. Why did I do this way? What is wrong with me? Well, you're just going to get a description, because if I reveal that shit, it reveals the entire next room. Jesus.
14.
14? Are you trying to look visually? What are you trying to garner out of this?
My biggest thing that I'm trying to gather is if they're sending anyone off. I know they're coming this way because I hear the voices getting louder. I'm trying to make sure they're not sending anyone away to like go alert more forces.
All right. So, I mean, you hear voices coming, and the only like sound that you hear outside of like some random bits and bobs from like around you, because y'all aren't in the middle of a silent spell currently, is you just hear the approaching voices, and just you don't speak Sahuagin, but it just sounds like the barking of orders and stuff like that. So, are you other
Mental
than that?
message to Gloob, because I'm seeing him peek around the corner, whatever.
How many?
With
How many
a
do I see?
14, you don't see any yet. You just hear them. They're getting closer.
I don't.
I
see
will.
any
I will
through
say.
this
Go
hallway.
ahead. I will say. Go ahead. I will go ahead and say out the end of this, probably about 5, 10, 15 feet down is a wall, and it curves off to the left farther. So you're
Gotcha.
looking down at a straight shot into a wall. It goes into another room or another farther along the corridor. You're not quite sure, but that's where you hear the voices coming from. And with a 14, you can't tell how many exactly.
What's the lighting like in this building?
It is dim. Up here, it's probably a little... Actually, it's not any better because it's not like they're exactly windows. I'm sorry, I forgot to describe lighting. There's not any like torches or anything, but there is like this slightly glowing, like blue-green, like this kind of slightly glowing blue-green algae that is like looks like it's been started to grow in places.
All right.
On various places upon the walls. I know it's bright on the screen. It just makes it easy for everybody to see. Like players, anyway. So, these voices are getting closer. Isn't there anything else anybody would like to do? You figure they're going to get here probably in the next, like, round or so. Maybe 2.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Once I know that they've gotten to Gloob or Gloob starts attacking, I like to swing around the corner and throw a javelin at the front one.
Okay, so you're readying an action to make an attack as soon as you hear the sounds of combat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll ready a tolling of dead as soon as something shouts at as soon as something not us sounds like they've taken damage, to just kind of like peek up over this thing and take a shot at it.
All right.
Seeing as I can tell we're all decently hidden, but Jakob is pretty loud, I imagine they're probably going to run to him first. So, action is ready to shoot, but like in the back when they either run past us or to Jakob.
Okay. So, as you guys are readying those actions, the following... I'm going to delete these because these are just in my fucking way.
I would like for my readied action to try to let these guys filter past me, because I assume there's going to be some chaos that happens when they initially round this corner, and try to gank the last guy if I can. So just staying in the shadow and letting them walk by. Or run by.
Same vibe as what I was going for then.
Alright. So you're starting to let these guys move by. Let me double check something real quick. The music is very calm right now, but it's too much multitasking to like keep things going and also change the music that quickly. So him, and then that guy. Okay, so that's him. And then okay. So these guys, this guy comes in, actually, so he comes running by, and you guys see Jakob, or not Jakob, but Gloob, and you guys off to the side see another one of the axe wielders come around, immediately breaking off, not seeming to notice Gloob quite yet. Another one of the hammer wielders also kind of seeming to break off in that direction. So y'all are gonna, and followed up close behind them are three of not the soldier Sahuagin, but three of what look like the skirmishers, the ones that you guys had fought most frequently before the war really kind of caught into gear. These guys are beelining for Bart. Those two are. These three appear to be moving this way. As they get their actions, whatever readied actions you guys are getting, please have them go off. You were just tolling the dead on the first person to come around the corner, Bart.
I was saying as soon as someone gets hit.
Okay. As soon as someone gets hit, so you haven't told your dead yet. You two were the one. You weren't gonna attack anybody until you heard combat, and which guys you're attacking because they have now all filtered into the room.
If I did see them break towards Bart, I would have thrown.
Unfortunately, that was not your held action.
Okay. I guess my action would be the one to kick this all off. I'm going to try to just grab this guy and shove the rapier down his.
Which one?
The guy closest to me.
Okay, this guy right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're coming out of your stealth, obviously with advantage. Go ahead and make that attack roll.
Glue just pops out of the shadows. Show its fish sticks then. It just stabs the guy.
15 to hit.
15 will hit these guys because those guys are much worse off than everybody else. I want to do different. We're going to do Darkwood attack even though y'all are in the ocean.
Because I suck at math, that's an 18, but...
18 still hits.
Alright. I shit you not, I just rolled 1, 1, and 2 on the fucking dice again for damage. 2, 4, fucking hell. And a 1 and a 3. 5, 8, plus 6 for 14 points of damage.
Okay. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Alright. Alright, you stab the shit out of him, however, he does not fall. So... You said 14 total, correct?
Right.
Alright. You stab the fuck out of him. He's still standing. That would trigger your attack, Jakob. So you come around the corner, you would see that there are 3 motherfuckers right here. So it'd be your choice of who to attack, considering there are all 3 of them right there.
I mean, if I'm traveling through, I'm probably going to be the dude in the front.
Dude in the front? Okay, it will be at disadvantage because they came running up on into your direction.
That's a natural one.
A natural 1. You just go to throw it, and he's just right there, and it just kind of reactively like smacks into your wrist, your like forearm with his spear, and your throw goes wide, kind of clanging into the wall over there by Gloob. Julian or Bart, either or both?
The one in the back needs to make a wisdom save.
He'll be making a wisdom save. Julian, who would you be shooting at? Because you said you'd be making a shot at one of the ones going towards Jakob, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let Bart do his thing first.
Okay, so they don't have a giant bonus. That's a natural 20. I'm not even fucking kidding.
It's all good.
How fucked up does Buddy Boy in the back look?
Buddy Boy in the back, this guy right here, the guy that got stabbed, he looks in bad shape.
Alright, well, first
he is not well.
On him, then.
You only get 1 on a readied action.
Oh, okay, yeah. That is a 23.
I think it's very hard for you to actually miss these guys. That'll hit your minimum damage, will kill him.
Okay.
Because you have a flat damage of +7, right?
Yes.
And then a
So
D8, minimum of 8. Yeah, he had 8 HP. That will kill him. All right.
Quick question. Those guys who came barreling around the corner and then started heading towards the west, did it seem like they were going in the direction of this other hallway?
No, they're going towards you.
Specifically coming to where I was.
They are looking at you.
Oh, okay.
They succeeded on their perception checks. They heard you.
Oh, okay.
They heard movement on that side of the room.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like, because you hid better than Jakob they're coming looking for people, so they weren't just barreling into this room, not making perception checks. So,
Gotcha.
so they kind of busted up in here. Everybody roll initiative for me again. Except for this fucking dude, because he's dead.
Hey, decent initiative.
So I'll see y'all at the end of the initiative.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. 25 to 20.
21.
21 for Gloob. Very nice. All right. 2015.
19.
19. 15, 10.
14.
14 for Bart. And you had a 3, Jakob?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me roll my dudes
There's
real
two
quick.
natural ones in a row.
Is initiative technically an ability check? Can you add ability to initiative?
No, no, no. Champion. Alright, so that's that guy. We got... Wow, these guys are not rolling good on their initiative.
I'm sure they probably got higher than 3.
Barely. Barely, barely.
I'll take a higher initiative off of some of those attack rolls.
God fucking damn it. Jesus Christ. All right. Top of the initiative, Glue. What are you doing?
As soon as I see Julian pin this guy to the wall, I'm going to turn around, still rapier and dagger in hand. Bart can chop, or I'm sorry, no, Bart cannot chop people in half, which is why I'm going for the attack. Jakob can chop people in half. I'm going to attack this guy in the back if I can.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll for me. You are no longer hidden, but you know you're a swashbuckler, so if you hit, it won't matter.
All right, wonderful. And also clarifying question: is
Yes, sir.
an emboldening bond still going?
Yeah, at this juncture, it probably has about 3 minutes left, 3-4 minutes.
Okay, we got 30 rounds of combat.
Yeah.
I'll use that on this.
So.
Um,
Y'all lost some time with y'all's expedition through and out, but it is still going.
it is a 22 to hit.
22 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Let me roll some damage, please. Fucking hell. Okay, at least it's better on the D8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Double fives. 22.
Nice. Whew.
Plus 6 for 28.
28 points of damage. Very nice. You smacked the shit out of him.
And then bonus action, offhand attack.
Go ahead and make that
the
attack
die.
for me.
No D4 on this. Oh, not gonna hit. That's a 4. Plus 5, so 9.
Unfortunately, so you skewer right into him, like kind of up where you'd think his kidney would be if you were familiar with Sahuagin anatomy. Whipping it back out, he's kind of lurching forward in pain. He does bring his shield back around, batting your dagger out of the way as you go in with that follow up. Is that gonna be it for your turn?
He can't make AOPs on me.
Correct.
I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20.
You do
25.
I get an AOP from this guy though.
Which guy? Oh, the fish guy right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
could. Oh well, yeah.
Are you still
No,
missing
would-
HP? Or would
no,
would you not make that movement?
I would still make the movement. I'm going to
Okay.
interpose myself right here. I am not missing. Bart healed me to full.
He healed you to full? Okay. Just making
sure.
sure. Important to note when fighting these guys. Holy shit. That actually might hit you.
AC is 7.
That hits exactly on those. That's a 14 plus 3.
Yep.
That's with one of his little spearies. Yeet. Oh, Jesus. God. We'll use my other d6. Ooh, that's actually max damage though for 7 points of piercing.
Yikes. All right.
He is able to catch you a smidge as you go running past.
How much damage was that? I'm sorry. 7?
Seven.
Yeah,
7 points of piercing. Yes, sir. So you're now positioned up on over that way.
Yep.
All right.
That will be my turn.
So end your turn. That's gonna bring us to Julian.
Cool. We are going to drop a hex
On
Mr. Gator Dude with the big axe.
Okay. Homie is hexed, well, as is tradition. He is going to carry a torch while he is hexed. He's carrying a torch for you, Julian.
Same joke. Alright. And put 2 arrows into him.
Go ahead and roll those attacks for me.
BA 23.
23 hits.
Ooh. 18.
18 also hits.
Oh, fuck.
Not by as much, but it does still hit.
Well, in those single digits, I at least start to get nervous, right?
One day you're going to fight someone with like a high AC, and you're going to go, okay, well, my attack bonus is high enough to make up for this. And it's going to go,
but that damage is good.
All right, what's that damage?
22 points of damage. No, 22 on the dice. Let me...
Holy shit.
22, 29, 36 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. Alright, 30.
Like, a muttered primordial curse and 2 arrows at very close range.
Absolutely spear the shit out of him, and he definitely staggers back, still standing, but significantly damaged. Is that going to be it for your turn? You are muted, Julian.
I said I'm actually going to move because he's probably on his way to drink my milkshake now.
It's possible.
And 15, 20, 25.
Alright, so as you fire off those 2 arrows, doing some devastating amount of damage, and then falling back, ending your turn, that's going to bring us to Bart.
Oh shit, hell yeah. I'll move 1, 2, 3, 4. Square up with I'll probably pause like right here and try to get Lizard Man with a Toll of Dead.
Okay.
And then I'll move right here.
Okay. You guys have like all the same fucking bonus. That's a fucking another 18. I'm gonna roll really good against your Toll the Deads tonight, apparently.
I guess so. Alright. That is my turn.
That's gonna be your turn? Okay.
Yep.
Ending Bart's turn, that is then gonna bring us to some of their turns. Starting off with Hammerfella, who... This is not an actually occupado square, and you stabbed the fuck out of him. So he's just gonna take a 5, 10, 15, 20, getting around, and is gonna make both of his attacks at you there. But you are now wounded, so that's a 21 on the first hit. Double 2s on the second set of d20s, so those don't do shit. Fuck me. It's going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage with the attack that does hit. Just kind of cracking you across the shoulder. You're just ducking under the second one as it kind of goes wide.
Alright.
That's going to bring us to Lizard Man. You just shot the shit out of him, but he does have a couple of people, at least one of which appear to be quite dangerous. We're going to do 1, 2, 3 for Bart, 4, 5, 6 for Gloob. That is unfortunately also going to be against Gloob.
Okay.
Fucking 7 and a 4 on the dice. That is going to miss for the first attack. Just stepping to the side as the axe clangs into the stone of the floor beneath. Jesus. Cocked. Second one's going to hit with a 24.
Yep. Uncanny dodge.
That is going to... Oh, God. Fucking 6 reduced to 3, because you only rolled a 2 on his fucking d12. That one is going to hit. That's going to be both of his actions. He's going to... What is he going to do? He's going to hold his ground for now, because that is that kind of he's okay with where he's at right this moment, even if he's looking a little rough. That's going to bring us to these two guys who are over here by Jakob, who are just going to kind of swarm up on him and make their attacks against him. Jakob, you didn't receive any healing, correct?
Nope. So it's advantage.
Okay. So first couple of attacks. Attack number 1. Oh, wow. That one will hit with a 22 on the first attack.
All right.
Even with their really minuscule to hit. His second attack. And that one's going to be a 21. So 22 and a 21 respectively.
Wow.
That's 1 bite, 1 spear. So spear first is going to be 4 points of piercing reduced. They're very not that scary for you for the most part. And 5 points of piercing on the second, also reduced down. The second one is going to take his attacks against you as well. With double 9s, that is going to miss like a motherfucker, just kind of scraping along your armor.
All right.
And then a fucking like a 2 and a 3 on the second, also scraping across your armor with his teeth, not able to get any purchase. But they deal 3 whole points of damage to you between the two of them. Thanks, great armor or heavy armor master. That's gonna is gonna end their turns. Bring us to Jakob. Actually, I was about to skip you. I'm sorry. Your initiative is so low that I almost skipped you.
This may come as a surprise. I'm going to Great Weapon Master the guy to the south of me.
Okay, go ahead and roll that attack.
Holding Bond, 13?
13 actually just barely hits. Holy shit.
Yes. Nice.
I was like, there's no way he can miss.
24.
24 damage? Yeah. It's gone. Reduced to atoms. That dude's fucking dead. You fucking killed the shit out of him.
He's just a red mist.
Yeah, you just fucking like cleaved him. You like went through one collarbone all the way through like his all the way through all the ribs and everything. Just like didn't even slow down. He was dead.
Just heavy breathing, looks at the other one. And I'm gonna miss this one, unfortunately.
What was that one?
It is a 6.
A 6, yeah. Wow, holy crap, yeah. He only gets 1 per round. He already used it. So, unfortunately, that first one, seeing what happened, ducks out of the way as your sword clangs into the wall next to him. Does that be it for your turn?
I am going to move myself to right here.
Okay, you're still within his threatened range, so he does not get an AOP on you.
I too like to avoid things that evaporate people.
All right, so that is then going to bring us back to the top of the round.
Wait, that wasn't his full turn. You still had your bonus action, right?
You are correct. I did kill something this turn. I was like, oh, I can't bonus action because I didn't kill 2 things this turn. I'm gonna.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Way to humble brag there.
Humble brag. Where's the bonus action attack going?
The big lizard.
The lizard? Okay, go ahead and roll that attack for me. This is Great Weapon Master.
Yeah.
Okay.
18.
18 does hit?
Hell yeah, dude.
Go ahead and roll damage.
23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. He's still standing. Not by much, but he is still standing. I'm still standing. Fucking Brittany singing that shit in Discord all the time as that stuck in my head. Thank you, Brittany, if you are watching, by the way. He does appear to be in lots of pain, but he is still alive.
All right.
All right. Now it's Gloob's turn.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You're in between some dudes.
I am, but I see Jakob has stepped up, and this will help me out. Both of them have hit me, so I'm just going to...
They both look very injured.
They?
Yes. Neither of them look particularly healthy.
Any of them look healthier than the other? Like, if
Not
I were
particularly.
to get one the rapier, one the dagger. Not particularly. Okay, the rat's gonna get the rapier, and if he lives through it, he'll also receive the dagger.
Okay,
hopefully.
Go ahead and make that first attack.
I'll use emboldening bond to make sure I hit with the rapier.
All right.
Hopefully, that is a natural 19. So
That'll definitely
probably
fucking
not
hit.
so 28 to hit.
I don't know if it's possible for you to not kill him, but we'll see.
With my damage rolls, it is very possible.
I don't know.
Double ones again. Just so we're checking this. Jeez.
Just take those and throw them out the window.
In the microwave.
Yeah.
Microwave.
In the
them.
microwave.
In the microwave. Set an example for the rest.
7, 14.
14?
No, 14 plus 6 for 20
20.
points.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's almost impossible for you to not kill this guy. He is dead as well.
Good shit.
Okay. And then hitting him, I'll turn to the lizard, and with the dagger, I'll poison the dagger.
Okay, you're going to use one of your uses of your poison for the day?
Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead and roll that attack.
16 to hit.
A 16 just hits his armor class.
Oh, nice.
And that's a con save, correct?
Correct. DC is 13 or 14.
That's a 15 plus things.
Shit.
So
Well,
unfortunately, he
he's still
does
gonna
resist
take
it.
3 points of piercing damage.
3 points of piercing. That definitely hurts him, but he is not dead quite yet. He is looking even more rough than he already was. Anything else, Cliff?
No, that will be my turn. I'll
Julian?
stay exactly where I'm at.
This guy is fucking dead. So.
He said, "I'll get back to where I was, motherfucker. I'm not afraid of you anymore."
I'm not afraid of you anymore.
As a 27 to hit.
27 will hit. I don't think it's possible for you to not kill him. Because he is hexed.
That is 12 points of damage.
He is dead. As you sink an arrow while he's still kind of going to the side, you can see his face kind of scrunched up as like the black lines of where his veins are starting to fade as he resists Glib's poison. You put an arrow right through his throat, finishing him off. You're muted.
I just said hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
No, I thought I had enough arrows, but we'll see how the rest of this fucking dungeon goes.
If you guys decide to take every fight that comes your way, yeah. What are you doing? Are you using... You're muted again. Are you using your second attack on anything?
Yeah. No, I figured not. Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Move. My remaining 5 feet right here. Since I'm elevated, can I get a shot on...
These things are much taller than their models. They are big.
Oh, okay.
They're big dudes.
Bonus action to transfer the hex to him.
Okay, he is now hexed.
And I'll make an attack roll.
Nice.
That'll be a dirty 20.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
That'll be 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. He looks distinctly unwell, but not dead.
So Desune.
All right, ending Julian's turn is gonna bring us to Bart.
I'll toll him. It's gonna work one of these days.
I've actually had a session very similar to this with Toll the Dead with a Grave Domain Cleric. It is a hard knock life. I even transferred to like an attack cantrip, still fucking whiffed. It just was not my night. That's another natural 20, isn't it?
All right.
Oh
All right. Hey,
where are these natural 20s for other things? Come on.
Burning out the rolls. Let's go.
He's still alive. He's still standing.
I'm a move right here, so he got no escape. Where you going, buddy?
Okay.
That's my turn.
That's gonna bring us to his turn. He's fucking probably freaking out a little bit. He's not a complete dummy. He's gonna take the disengage action and fucking book it where he came.
Oh no.
20.
At least now I can't double move.
30.
So
Yeah.
that's fine.
He couldn't take the chance. He kind of jukes you. He kind of like ducks down, gets back up, kind of hops over your sword as you go for the swing that you maybe would have gone for. Yakov just kind of runs down the hallway. Ending his turn. Bring us to your turn, Jakob. What would you like to do?
Oh no!
You're missing my bow shot of opportunity.
Disengage action, Mr.
Doesn't work on
Julian.
bow shots of opportunity, just melee attack.
Works on all. Make that
Great
attack
weapon
roll.
master.
Yeah,
That's a natural 20. I want to roll the
roll it just because.
Yeah, just for
Let's-
kicks and shit.
Let's
8, 16, 31. Wait, I did the math wrong. That's actually 12, 27. Is that right? Yeah, 27 points of damage.
Okay. How would you like to fucking red mist this poor bastard?
Seeing as I am running up behind him, I would just like to slam the sword through his spine, lifting him into the air, and then dropping him behind me.
Quietly.
As you say, it is not quiet. It has not been quiet in this room since this stuff. There has been yelling and clanging and things hitting other things. The stealth approach has ended, or at least in this particular area. Like, y'all's presence is known. But so you say, so shall it be. It lets out a final kind of as you do it, and just so, ending this combat. What would you guys like to do?
Is my javelin
Still-
next to this wall?
You fucking javelins. Oh, that's actually
It is
a good
broken.
question.
It is broken.
When they were looting the bodies and they pulled them back into, did Gloob get one of his daggers back, and did he get his hand axe back? Okay.
He got his javelin back from that first guy. He did not get it back from that whiff because it like snapped
Okay.
against a wall because he just chucked the shit out of it and right into a stone wall. Just, psh.
It lost some of that structural integrity when it got batted out of the way.
Jesus Christ. Yes, it hitting his arm definitely made the javelin structural integrity. But y'all are currently out of initiative. What are you guys doing? Y'all
Without-
can't imagine. Y'all don't hear anybody approaching right this moment. You can't imagine that ruckus went unheard.
Without much hesitation, Julian will just kind of head over there and be like,
Maybe we should head the direction that the people were coming from.
Right. That's probably where they're getting orders from, I guess. Yeah, I'm in agreement.
Yeah. I can sneak ahead, see what I see beforehand, whatever warning we can get.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Let Julian know.
Wait, do you think that we need to go up, or do we need to go down? Where do you think they are?
We don't know, but that's where the
I don't-
people were.
I don't see any stairs, so let's just keep going.
There is no up or down right now. We just got to pick that tunnel or this one. Or that one.
That tunnel it is.
Okay, so y'all are continuing down the tunnel that you guys are currently at.
yeah, with Gloob taking a
Okay,
notable
so go ahead
lead.
and lead ahead. God
Yep.
damn it! I wish there was an easier way to do this. Shkabow!
I'm in a wall.
He's dead.
Where do you
Oh,
go?
no.
I don't.
I'm in the wall. Okay, there I am.
I was like, I don't see you.
Put
Oh,
myself
man.
in. I thought it went one further. And
Where did I? Oh my God. There's a wall back here. What was I high? What happened here?
Well, it's like 5 to 11, so you can fix it before next session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll get one final room description out of here as you guys enter this room.
it's oh man, that's good. That's 28. Well, actually, I'm boldly bond 29 on my stealth check.
A 29 on your stealth check.
Yeah.
Okay, very well. I will make sure to mark that down. I just had to double check which room number this was.
Is it another Spartan?
No, it's close. As you guys enter, this room has a plain stone floor, walls and ceiling, completely unadorned, just kind of chiseled, kind of that gray, kind of black, like it's dripping from like water, like moisture has gotten in here and dripped, so it's kind of that darkened stone. All over the walls and ceiling. 2 rows of metal racks run almost the entire length of the room from east to west, and they are set parallel about 6 feet apart, leaving a passage between them. A large number of spears, tridents, and other weapons, including those hammers and great axes that you guys seen these guys wielding, are arrayed on these racks. There are also 2 large closed coffers on either side of the southern archway. I will also note, there's very hard to build archways in Tailspire. So most of the openings in here that you would think would have doors are archways.
Okay.
Pro tip. Not that it makes a ton of mechanical difference. And so you guys, so it says 2. This is 2. Pretend this is 2. So you have these 2 closed coffers that are on that wall as you guys walk in here, what appears to be an armory.
Completely empty, though?
Of beings, yes. There's not currently anything living in there.
Okay. I'll keep my head back around the corner and come on, hurry. And
follow up.
I'm gonna step in. I'm going to hold them at the end of the hallway. These open archways. I'm going to peek around the first one.
All right. First room. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Devoid of life.
Devoid of life. Has stuff in it though. Is it just a plain storeroom? Just has like building supplies.
Gotcha. That's the stuff for now.
Mm-hmm. Checking the other room. Another storeroom. This one much less tidy. This having built like other building materials just kind of strewn about the place. Scrap material and stuff just kind of scattered everywhere. There is not actually a bear. I just had stuff. I just had to have things to populate the room. Okay.
It's a sea bear.
I believe there are skins in that room. It's like pelts.
But nothing moving. Again.
Nothing moving currently.
Blue will turn around. All right. This is a dead end. It doesn't go anywhere. There's some things we might be able to use.
I'm sorry. There is a doorway exiting this room right here.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
There's a wall spanning most of it, and there's a doorway right here.
Gotcha.
Because I have to go back through and redo some of this as much as I hate to do it. So.
There's a door over here. That's the only way out of here. The other 2 rooms just look like storage and weapons and stuff. And I'll just kick to my left right there in the chest. Right there's a chest right here. If we want to see if there's something that's useful, I can try to pick it really quickly. But I say we don't spend too much time.
Even as you kick it, just kind of the lid kind of. It's not locked.
Oh, never mind. It's not locked.
All right.
You go ahead and check out the next room. We'll see what's in here.
Okay.
You flip open the lid of the coffers. There is a shitload of scabbarded daggers, filling both.
Well, I will make my way back. You
should start just putting it into the bag of holding.
It's funny. Before in Roses and Thorns, I was going to say, guys, remind me to buy more daggers. I only have 2 on me, and if I'm going to be throwing these bitches everywhere.
Well, it's funny because Julian has like 7, and I was going to give you a few.
There, you can take your pick. There are approximately 75 in these 2 chests.
Glue will take 8.
Sure. Add 8 daggers to your inventory.
Wonderful.
I'm going to take 4.
Go ahead and take 4 daggers. You guys are just scooping some of these up, just kind of rapidly like shoving them into belts and stuff.
10 more. He does not need 10 more. I'm joking. Julian is not taking a deck.
As you guys replenish some of your supplies of weaponry and prepare to continue further into the Sahuagin Fortress, that is where we are going to call the session for this evening. So, my goodness. Thank you guys so much for coming to play. Thank you guys so much for coming to watch. If and when you did, I saw we got a raid in the midst of all that, much closer to the beginning. Thank you guys so much. If any of you stuck around, we really appreciate it. That being said, we do this every Monday, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Saturdays, we have our Across Eberron campaign, which is, oh God, where are you in relation to me now? You are this way to me and kind of down. Dungeon Master by our boy Gloob does that campaign. Some of the rest of us play in that game as well. It's a lot of fun. It's a bad time right now. Oh boy, I forgot. I'm stressed again thinking about it. I let myself be distracted. Anywho, that is a lot of fun to come watch. We actually will not be this upcoming Saturday because of Christmas, holiday season. But we will be back the following Saturday But that means there will be another Saltmarsh session, so you should come watch that as well, because we'll still be here this next Monday. Oh yeah. So definitely come check us out for that. And also keep in mind, we are still doing our charity drive for Extra Life, which is a children's hospital is a charity that benefits children's hospitals across continental North America, meaning the United States and Canada, are specifically benefiting the Children's Hospital of Atlanta. They are going to be building the new hospital, so that's a good thing. Go ahead and take a look at that down below in the links. And you could also win some cool stuff like a digital copy of Tasha's College and everything when we hit $1,500, a SteelSeries gaming mouse at $2,500, and a SteelSeries gaming keyboard at $3,500. So you can win some cool stuff and be a very nice and kind individual, so you should take a look at that below. On that note, we're going to go ahead and raid our friends over here at Total Party Chill. Go ahead and show them some love, as the TTRPG community as a whole should. We should support each other because we all like have fun and playing games and entertain people as best we can. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye!